Hi, everybody. Welcome to TVON. My name is Blair. Thank you so much for joining us and happy Sunday. We're so glad you're with us. Today continues our big #1 most wonderful event. Now, let me explain. If you weren't with us yesterday, we kicked this off on February 1st. It is an 11-day event. That means the 1st through the 11th. And we are doing some very, very special, it feels like just one and only giveaways. That's what it is. It's going to be all the inventory that we have here in stock. All pretty much what you see is what you get. The only exception are some diamond pieces that we have. And oh, do we have a diamond piece today for you? The famous diamond bangle. But we're going to see this amazing sale where, let me tell you, kicked it off just yesterday morning. What a day it was, but you're still early in the event, so you can still get your favorite pieces, your requests in as well. We hope you'll do that. I've been bombarded with requests this morning, and I couldn't be happier about it because it means you have pieces you want that are now the reduced price, that are the lowest they'll ever be by far. So this gives you the wonderful opportunity it is to shop. So savings more than you could ever imagine. It is all about the price tags that I'm going to discount for you, and then you get at checkout an extra 11% off. Again, it's kind of our #1 most wonderful, right? It's all about the ones started on the 1st, ending on the 11th, 11 days, 11% off, one of a kinds, and it's the top sale we do. #1. So if you want to be #1 in jewelry collector status, this is the show to be shopping. And whatever it is that your heart desires, please let us know so we can help you out. Go find it. Andy, did you get your step tracker today? So you can, okay, because yesterday he was like, I think I put at least 10 miles running back and forth, the vault to the set, just getting your request. So this is where, and boy, were we just nonstop. So I hope we'll do that today again, as we are still early in the event, so you still might have, of course, that wish list. You want to go right on through and pick out your favorite pieces. So it's going to be quite a day here. And of course, we've got one of a kinds. That's really the meat of what we're doing. And then, of course, we've got a couple of diamond pieces that will have a little bit of quantity for you, like our big diamond bangle. Again, Risa, whenever you're ready. Leanne, whenever you're ready. Those are some of the requests I already have set aside and ready to go for you. So we've got those. And please let us know what your request is. We really want to help you own whatever it is your heart desires, because that is what this is all about. And I just think the best timing in the world, considering we are less than 2 weeks away from Valentine's Day. So perfect time to treat yourself to something special in jewelry. So we're going to start with a yellow diamond, actually. And again, this is a very fast-paced show. We've got one of a kind, so you know what to do. You dial in as soon as you can. That means as soon as you see a piece you love. That's when you dial in, because the value, trust me, we'll get you the value you love. It's just, it's amazing. So take a look at this. This is our first item of the day, and what a beauty it is, isn't it? Yellow diamond, but classic. Could be a men's or a ladies piece, to be honest, and it's 1110-191 in the white gold. So that is really, really impressive, isn't it? And this is going to be, look at that. That's a really fabulous stone. It's actually, if you look, it's not really even a typical, I mean, it's a little bit almost like a princess cut, right? It's a square cushion. It's going to be our 45 pointer, and then it's in a solid but squared off heavy band. So it's nice to get, because you can also, with that squared off sides, you can go ahead and stack away if you want to. You can add another, maybe a diamond band with it. If you want to get creative, I mean, at this point in time, we're seeing a lot of that happening throughout the world, is a lot of stacking. So we're seeing it very on trend, very, very special. So this is the way to get it. 45 points, a good size stone. It's a light half carat. I know it's going to be that one and only, but let me show you the side, because that's what I mean by slightly squared off. So this is also great if you tend to have a ring that maybe you need a little bit bigger size to go over the knuckle, but once it's on the finger, it tends to rotate a little bit. This really prevents that. It's almost like what we see, what we call the European style shank. We sometimes see that at the bottom of a ring, but here it's more at the top. But it's also just part of the design and part of that contemporary edge, if you will. So it's beautifully done. You can see all mirror finished in the white gold. This is one in white gold, as you see it. This is what we're doing today. It's as you see it. The pieces that you see are the pieces you get. And again, extra 11% off everything. So please don't wait. Here it is, 45 points. We're going to blow it out and get you all the fabulous values your heart desires. And maybe you'll find something that you weren't even thinking about, or that you didn't even know about, because we do still have some brand new coming up in this show. And so that's very exciting. So pieces you haven't even seen yet. So we're looking forward to that. But here we go. One only, and should be $29.99 any day, all day. Look at the thickness of the band. Lots of depth to that gold. Again, could be a pinky ring, really anywhere on the hand. I would say even pinky to thumb. This is a versatile style, but it's only going to be, this is really wild here, it's going to be a better than even $1,000 price tag on a half carat. And yellow diamonds are continuing to soar in value, in price tag. That is no doubt. They will continue to do so. There's not going to be, probably any kind of change to that. That's going to be where you see, as you wear it and as you enjoy it, you've got something that actually elevates in value through the years. It's not going to be $1,000. We'll make it $9.99 first caller. And by the way, these $9.99 pieces, keep in mind that if we've got $9.99 as a price tag, this is what you're going to see. It's actually going to be $8.89 and 11 cents. I even love that it ends in 11 when we end with the 99. So you've got a very special opportunity. And just remember, you're shopping the #1 event. It's the #1 biggest discount we do. It is a huge, 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 huge week ahead. So this is the time. But again, as we get further and further into the event, more and more of the inventory will be gone. So want to encourage you to dial in with requests early. Then we've got museum pieces. Remember, that is where you save the most, is going to be the higher end museum pieces, things like that, where you're actually going to save even more so. And speaking of brand new, look at this aqua. We have not seen, rather, let me show you this. We've got a heart shape here. I had this in rubies. Was it yesterday? I think it was yesterday. Had a ruby designer piece with invisibly set rubies. This is very similar from the same designer, but very, very similar in a layered design. So let me show this to you. It's a heart-shaped design, but a little bit more unique. So I'll get this one. I'm kind of trying to figure out the best way to show it to you here. Let's take a look at this. What do you think for Valentine's Day? And look at how it's actually layered. You remember when we did the ruby version? I think it was yesterday. So this is where heart on heart on heart. It's 3 actual hearts here with the bail, and then this layered design with the pave first and then the pave over it. So let me take this to the hand here as well so you can see it that way. And this will be right out to you for Valentine's Day. No problem there. It's actually got some great size to it. It's item number 1127589, and that is going to be a one-of-a-kind as well. But again, a sophisticated way to do the heart-shaped jewelry that sometimes we see in a little more kind of plain, kind of basic. This is anything but. And that layer design is beautiful. We're going to throw in the chain for you as well. So you've got a chain that's got some adjustability here. It's actually 18 inches or 16 inches. So gave you an opportunity there. And then you can see even the mirror finishing on the heart, which is the bail. That actually could be engraved if you wanted to, but 50 points. Let's see what they do here. 50 points and 5 points. Not sure why they didn't, it's all platinum, by the way. I'm not sure why they didn't just add them all together, but there's no one individual big size. So we'll call it 55 points, okay? It's the 5-5 in platinum, and that's gonna be your lobster claw closure. Again, the chain is gonna be built in. I love that. So you've got just a really ease of wear. Here's the back, so you can see it's almost as beautiful from the back as it is from the front. And those cutouts. Let's take a look at it on the neckline so you can gauge the size. Oopsies. There we go. So there's a beautiful look. What do you say? So the big size is there, and then we'll give you a measure here also so you can see what that's all about. But again, if you want something that's very designer and sophisticated, this is the way to do it. And I'll go back to the hand because I got to find my ruler here so we can give you a look at the actual up-down measurement here. So that's going to be, let's see, we've got about really close to 3/4 of an inch there, top to bottom. So a beautiful style. And again, it's layered. I love that. That's really sophisticated and unique. And let's go up close to it as well. That yellow diamond band is still available if you'd like to go ahead and get it. I'm going to show you here. This is really where that cool separation shows off. You see that like a layered design where it's really built as 3 pieces in one. And ignore the tweezers, but that's how I'm holding it because the bail's not really, large enough. I love the idea you could put initials or a lucky number or a date on that upper heart shape there. I'm going to see if I can just hold it by that bail to give you a better look. There you go. So see how it moves a little bit too? It's actually hinged slightly. So you see there, that's the cool elevation of it. And maybe that's going to have some meaning, the heart within the heart, right? The heart over the heart, right? This is just a beautiful, significant piece. And we're going to do this one for, how about from $29.99 all the way on down? And that one's going to be a lot better. It's, remember, all platinum, including the chain. We're going to blow it out for only, you know what, skip $1,500. Let's not even do $14.99. Let's make that $12.99 for one caller. And then you've got your extra 11% off as well. So it's going to be over $130 off in addition. So you've got the discounts on a brand new piece. And then here we are bringing this one down all the way. Remember, what you'll actually pay is $11.56 and 11 cents. So let me know who's got that yellow diamond band. Sounds like we're verifying on that one now. And then you see how this is moving a little bit. See how when you actually, there's actually a little hinge at the very, very under the bail there. So you've got that little bit of movement to it as well. So that's really cool. So it's a neat piece, and it's $12.99, but really $11.56. We'll go back to our wheel because I have this. Look how cool this is. It's kind of a fun designer piece here. It definitely is. And what looks like an aqua is actually a topaz. They're calling it a London blue, but that's definitely not a London blue. It's a sky blue topaz. So this is what we call, and I had one yesterday. What was it? We had a really pretty stone. It was a tourmaline yesterday that was a buff top. This is also a buff top, but it's actually in that beautiful blue that is actually going to be our topaz with sapphires and diamonds, and it's going to be 112-7453. So getting you started while we're waiting on your request, we'll get you started with some brand new pieces, and this one being the two-tone platinum and 18 karat gold together. So you've got the 18 karat gold that sets the stone in a bezel. Then you've got this really cool texture on the sides. That's going to be your platinum. And it really is cool. It's got the blue sapphires and then diamonds as well. And it's going to be 23 points there. And then you've got the inside. So that's really just beautiful when you get two tones like that. Goes with everything. Really cool. It looks like an interesting cut because you're seeing reflections, right? You're seeing reflections from the inside and the outside. So it's really, you know how when you do like a big dome cut like this, it almost magnifies everything. It almost looks like a looking glass or a magnification. It's a 684 on the fancy cut in the topaz. And then the sapphires and the diamonds are 23. It's a big value. There's a lot of metal weight. It's very, very heavy. So this is one I would highly recommend. And we're so excited you're here to be a part of it because with the brand new, it doesn't, you're not waiting around for it to be discounted. It happens right here today on its debut. Love that. It almost looks like it could be, you know, a little bit of like that heart shape influence without the cleft. And we'll do this when you see what I mean by it's reflecting. This is really where, again, it almost reminds me of when you see a moonstone. But again, this cabochon cutting is really what's giving it this unique kind of flair. So that one's going to be, well, it's supposed to be $89.99. Let's just make sure that the designer piece isn't the designer price tag. That's what we're always going for. Want to make sure that you've got that value no matter how heavy the metal is, no matter how beautiful the stones are. You've always got that great value we love to see, and this one is not going to be $89, $79, $69, or even $59. This is, again, so designer. I know we don't see a lot of blue topaz, but look at how beautiful it can be when you give it that really special look, and it does. It looks like the best aquas of the world, but it's very, very important, and we're going to do better than even, you know what, skip it, not even $19.99. Let's move some jewelry. That's really the goal of this event is, you know, this is also a big celebration week for the entire jewelry community because it's the Tucson show this week. It kicks off tomorrow. So of course there's, you know, that really special kind of, we're all, you know, everybody from the gem community and jewelry world is in town from all over the world in the United States. Whereas, you know, a lot of times the shows are international. So this is where everybody, and I'll tell you, everybody goes through LA because not a lot of direct flights from Asia or Europe to Tucson, Arizona. It's a smaller city. So this is where everybody comes through LA. So we've been really, it's like a big party time. It's a big party week for, you know, our world and our industry. And so this is where, again, as we get to really unload the vaults, take it all out, show you everything we've got, and give it one last time on the air, and also move a lot of jewelry because we're getting ready to welcome in a ton of brand new. So that's really what the goal is here with this event too, and that's why the prices are so low. Take a look at this. This is the designer ring. It's not going to be $19.99 either. We're going to blow it out for $1,699. Welcome on into our Sunday. I even have leopard print earrings done in diamonds. I don't know if there's anything as chic as leopard print done in diamonds. I mean, leopard print is so always classic and well known anyways, but to do it in diamonds, fabulous. So we've got that coming up as well, and you name it, we got it. But this one is only $16.99. Don't forget, it's less that discount, so you're going to get it for $15.12. Let's keep moving. Don't forget about the yellow diamond piece that we had. I have a Tahitian pearl, which is marked down in a pendant. We had a couple in rings. They are gone. Let me show you what we have here in a beautiful, larger pendant. This is more of that deeper, really truly like a charcoal color. So sophisticated and elegant. 111-9659. These are all one of a kinds. What you see is what you get. So feel comfortable. You know, if it looks great up close under these magnified views, I think you're going to be very satisfied when it's arriving to you in person as well. So that's going to be our 12 millimeter in the Tahitian pearl with 15 points in diamonds. There's a bow up top, and then there's a pave beautiful row that is where the pearl is looking like it's nestled at the base of this almost like door knocker style, and it's going to be in the 14 karat white gold. It stays that way. It is a $29.99 piece, as any good Tahitian pearl should be, based on just the 12 millimeter loose stone. The pearl is amazing. This is also an enhancer. So yeah, there's not going to be, again, there's not too many enhancers that we offer here. What is an enhancer? Well, it means instead of just sliding your chain through the bail, you actually have a hinge in the back so it opens up so it can flip over, let's say, a pearl strand. Enhancers are probably most common with pearl pieces and pearl pendants because you might want to put it on a pearl strand. Now, if you've got a pearl strand, there's no way to string pearls through that bail, right? They'd have to be little seed pearls. So if you've got a Tahitian pearl strand, or any strand for that matter, you can open up the bail and then pop it into the intersection of where your pearls meet in your strand. So it makes a lot of sense to have an enhancer. And then let's take a look at it on with, of course, a measurement here, and that's going to be 1.5 inches from top to bottom. I'll put it on the neckline real quick just so you get an idea of what that's all about, and then you can really see what to expect when you get it at home. Now, we have one, and it's not even $9.99 or $8.88. I'm here to move some jewelry today. That is the goal. That is always the goal, but obviously with these type of values, it becomes even more critical we do that quickly. So watch this. We're going to go even lower than $8.88, and I know how many of you have been asking for these really high-end. This is an organic stone. Look at how reflective it is. The reflection you see at the top of the pearl, like pearl left right there, that's the reflection of the diamonds and the gold above it. So it's almost glass-like. It's almost mirror-like, which is a natural pearl. We don't dye these, enhance these, or treat these in any way, and it's not $8.88, it's $7.99. So when you think about the extra discount, which I know we're all top of mind here, it's $7.11.11. That's what you're going to pay. So we need more $7.99 pieces, right? So that we can really honor. That's the whole idea. It's the 1-1 event. It's the number one most wonderful because it is 11% off, and it's 11 days, and it ends on the 11th, and yeah, so on and so forth. And we got one of a kind. So you see the theme here, but $7.99, $7.11.11 is the final price on that one for you. And give us a call if you like it. Then we'll get to our leopard print earrings. I have the most beautiful Congolese tourmaline. It is so bright. Such a beautiful cut. I mean, we're not shying away from the museum pieces either. I do have a conch pearl and a demontoid bangle bracelet with multiple stones. That's going to be here as well. And then you let us know if there's anything we can find for you. And I didn't mention yet, but there is, this likens back to when we did our year-end clearance. There was something very special I did on rubies. We took all the top rubies of the inventory and we had a blowout price. And within seconds, they were gone. I have that equivalent today, but in Paraibas. So if you are in the market for a 1.5 carat Paraiba, you got to stay with me because we are going to show you 3 incredible Paraiba pieces, 1 very designer, 2 classics, and we will bring those out for you today. So I cannot wait. And I might just give you a little preview right now of one of the stones because these are going to be the lowest price they ever will be. Look at that. Oh, yeah. The brightest can be. What about one? Can you handle some pink diamonds with your Paraiba? Look at that. We got pink diamonds in a bridge. What about this would be my choice. This is my pick because it's got the really beautiful designer style, the floral. That's all coming up in a designer blowout wheel. But here come, okay, I've known gals before that have said when asked what their favorite color is, they say leopard print. Because it truly is. It is kind of like this, it's this personality unto its own. It's so unique, it's so special, but it's always in style. And yet, how many times do you actually see that crafted in jewelry where you get a leopard print design like this in gold and diamonds? Very complicated to do. It's done here for you in fancy color diamonds as well, where it's white and black together. And how difficult and meticulous is that to do? That's amazing, isn't it? And then we've got Omega back styling for you in the hoop. They've got a great rounded style. Let me show you. There's that Omega back, so that makes it easy. They're steel for pierced ears, but it's just such a sturdy, wonderful style that, of course, is also all encapsulated. So it's not an extra backing you need to worry about keeping track of, right? That's always something that can be a little bit more challenging. So here's 1122357, and this is going to be, I want to show you from a distance here, and then I'll pop one on for you because that might help to see them that way. But look at those diamond weights, 74 points in the black diamonds, also 94 points in the white diamonds, and a beautiful hoop. There it is with the 3/4 inch top to bottom. That tends to be a pretty popular length we see for earring. It tends to be kind of a comfortable one for a lot of folks, and yet there it is. So you just flip down that hinge, simple as in easy, and then it's comfortable as well. But it's also important to have that because it's what secures the earring so beautifully. When you have bigger or heavier earrings, you really want those Omegas. Omegas can't be used on just anything and everything. It can't be used on basic studs. Speaking of, I have tanzanite studs for you today that are very, very cool. So we've got, we're going to bring some really cool tanzanite studs, but look at these on. Oh my goodness, how pretty are those? Just to see that, I mean, it stands out. You see it plain as day. The whole point of that leopard print, if you will, is done to perfection, and that is not easy to do. So the fact you've got these here and at a huge discount, so they show up. They also, I think, go with everything, black and white, whether you're wearing a color. I mean, gosh, you know, whatever the color is, it's going to work. And these are only in the yellow gold, and there's only one pair. So we'll go back to the wheel and take a close-up look, and we'll give you a very, very cool value on this one-of-a-kind pair that are not going to be $39.99 any longer. And the total diamond weight there, I mean, look at it, it's almost 2 carats in diamonds. So very, very special the way this is done. They stay in yellow, but you don't see much of that. It really is, you saw it from a distance, it really is just that black and white leopard print that really stands out. And it's not going to be even $2,000 or even $15,000, which very fair value when you think about where those should be and with the workmanship, because it's not just about the diamond weight here, it's about the labor that goes into it. That's what's so challenging here. This is not an easy earring to create. Can you imagine the kind of process? It's like, I think about, does anyone else think about like paint by number when you did that as a kid, and how you made these beautiful designs, but you got some help getting there, right? And it told you exactly where to go. Can you imagine doing that, but in diamonds, and then having to hand set them so that the pattern is just right? Because if leopard prints aren't just right, yeah, it can fail miserably. So I love that these are done the way they are. And it's going to be better than 15, better than 14. Let's make them $12.99, only one pair. And I really think, especially for a hoop collector or lover, you're going to enjoy those, and you might end up wearing them a lot more than you even imagine you will, just because you're going to find they go with everything. So that's a very, very special earring. One pair only, and $12.99, of course, after your discount is going to be all the way down to $11.56. And don't forget about the Tahitian pearl pendant as well. And then Leanne or Risa, whenever you guys are ready, I've got your requests here. I don't think Leanne needs any of those, and we've got Agatha's request coming up. Thank you. Agatha, we've got some beautiful emerald earrings for you. They have been hot lately. Emeralds and earrings. They have been one of our hotter requests. And speaking of earrings, we're going to see who's got those. Never mind, they are gone. Congratulations. Those are out of here. And we go to another earring, which is the pear shape. Look how stunning these are. 112-6586. And again, one pair. What you see is what you get in this show. The only exception would be diamond pieces that I have. I'll have some diamond hoops and a bangle coming up, and yes, it's the bangle. You probably already know what that means. The bangle, the designer 77-point bangle that would not be here unless it was requested, and it was, and so we will bring that. But this is for you, Agatha. Thank you so much for that request, and they're 18 karat gold. We went 18K. Luxury yellow gold here. We've got the beautiful emeralds that are carat 49 already. So there's 75 points or so already, but they look double that. So you've got what looks like 3 carats, they look like 1.5 carats each. That's just what emeralds naturally do. And this is one pair, and there's 33 points. And notice what they did in the halo. That's not just your typical white diamond round brilliant halo. Instead, it's baguettes and round brilliants together. They're even 1/2 inch. I mean, this is still a stud style, but still has a big presence to it, and that's the wow factor. So let me take my earring back off and just put it back on. Let me get that one set up for you, and let me show you just so we can see that measurement. You never need to take my word for it or the graphics word for it, but if you go up or down like this, you've got that length there, which is going to be, yep, there's the 1/2 inch, top to bottom, and then of course you have the freedom of, wearing these to west or north to south or diagonal, whatever works for you, but that's going to be a big, big value, and we'll take a look close up while I go ahead and put one on. But this is going to be that beautiful value where the $49.99 price goes away. This is one of the more substantial emerald earrings. I know we've had a couple of drops lately, had a couple of different options for you, but here's what they look like on, and there's where you see even a better glow, because from a distance away, this is lower light. And when they're still kind of doing their neon thing here, so they're glowing even more so now, and you can see that great size that they give. That is not a typical stud earring, and that's why I want you to know, because again, you need to know these questions. These are the questions that need to be answered to know if you're making the right choice for yourself in your collection. So let's go back to the wheel. We'll make them better than $49.99, and let me know who got the leopard hoops if you'd be so kind, because I am so wanting to congratulate them on that great buy. Hi, Vicki in Oklahoma. Thank you so much, Vicki, for shopping with us today, and well done on the leopard hoops. She shares my style. If you love those, I know I do too, and you're going to really enjoy wearing them. And this is one pair for $1,999 instead, and there's over $200 of savings there as well. So that is a wonderful moment. Hey, Sally. Hi, Tracy. Thank you so much. Let's just doing a little online check-in here, checking out who's with us this morning, watching us on YouTube. Hey, Sally. I like that. She calls them the usual suspects. But she should probably spell that Y-O-U since it's YouTube. The usual suspects on YouTube. Or does that sound like wonderful with an O-N-E in it? That sounds like something maybe I did, right? All right, so $19.99. Don't forget there's over $200 of savings. If you're not familiar yet, that 11% off makes them $17.79 and 11 cents. Okay, coming up, I think we're caught up with requests. Those are the requested earrings. And don't forget, we've got the Tahitian and that topaz and that heart shape and the yellow diamond for $9.99. Somebody needs to get that 45-point yellow diamond men's or ladies piece. That wonderful option. This is one of our best, and let me see. Oh, okay, Risa, you got it. All right, so there's the yellow diamond we started with. If you weren't with us, that is $9.99, but there is only one. So again, that's the one you get. We size it for you, and then it's out the door in your size, ready to wear in that white gold. Okay, so Risa, speaking of yellow diamonds, had a request for me, and luckily we had it for you. And so I will show it to you, Risa, and that is going to be right here and now. And then this is going to be, look at that. That is a really cool way that they set it, because instead of doing the square, because it is a square cushion, but they added the angle to it. And then it's almost like arrows into that center stone, and it looks really pretty on the hand. It's 112, 7418, and this would be the 101 with the carat 35. So what, you know, open work is one thing, but sometimes open work might give the impression like those are just diamonds, kind of like a little smattering of diamonds. Not at all. These are big individual stones, especially if you look at the halo and then the way the open work looks. I really want you to see it on the hand, because I think that's going to get you a better idea of the design overall. But it is a request, and it's, think about it, 2 carats, 36 overall. Pretty hefty ring here. Let me show it on the hand here for you as well. What a great look to get that kind of, again, it just really draws your attention into that yellow diamond. And sometimes you have to put yellow diamonds in the halo to make the diamond look bigger. I don't know, this yellow diamond, because I've shown and sold so many 1 carat yellow diamonds at this point, this one does look quite a bit bigger, doesn't it? And the price tag, oh, I love this. It's going to be actually better than even $29.99. Huge value, and we kind of, that's usually the best, you know, lowest common denominator price on a 1 carat yellow diamond these days, even here. We're doing better than 29, better than 28, and you know what? I'll make it $27.77 right now so that you can have the special opportunity to get it. Plus, I do love that when you take your 11% off, that's $24.71. So it gets it under the $2,500 mark when all is said and done. And that's very, very impressive, because there's not going to be, I don't think, now I had one yesterday, gone in a flash. As far as 1 carat yellow diamonds, even loose, they're not going to be that price of $24.71 even on their own, by themselves, loose in a, you know, whether it's parcel paper or a box or however. That's going to be difficult. But to get the carat 35 extra around it in that 2-tone gold, which stays as is, it's just ever so slight a yellow gold because it's only the setting for the center. Everything else is going to be the white gold for the white diamond. So really about giving you that full complete look where it's really showing off that design. So $27.77 on that one. I think our emerald earrings are still here. All right, so Agatha, if that's not what you're looking for, please let me know, and we'll try to help you out with some other variety. I do want to show you, it's very limited, so we're going to show them on the early side, some tanzanite studs that I kind of wish were in another gold color, because, you know, the white and yellow are so famous around here. But let's show you the tanzanite studs, because this was actually, looks like we only have a couple pairs left, and it's 112-0385. So let's get to this one, and then let me know on that yellow diamond, and then here we are with this really important, look at the reds. I mean, this is something that we had to make. And I don't mean just make as manufacturing. Yes, we manufacture everything, but I'm talking about this is what we had to do. And I think you're probably noticing, wait a minute, I didn't think they had smaller stones. And this was what we did. I'm trying to think, was it 5-6 months ago? We had so many requests for a classic stud, because most everybody had their rings covered in the blue wing block D. You had your rings, you said, I need an earring, and I need something to go with. And I know that if I shop elsewhere, I'm not going to get the quality that's going to match the ring that I have from TVON. So this is what we did. We made the amazing stones. Now at the time, we didn't have any 60 pointers like our wet here. It's minimum, by the way, 60 points, a minimum of carat 20 total in your choice of gold color. So if you're not a rose gold fanatic, please don't worry about that. You can get any gold color you want. But this is where it is so striking and so special to see, because these are rounds. They were not here. What we had to do was take bigger museum reserve stones and cut those. So again, you can take it doesn't need to be, stones don't need to be necessarily cut from the rough. You can take material that's already been faceted and then cut that material. So that's what our lapidaries did, because there was nothing in this size to create jewelry out of, nothing, and we knew it was a big demand of yours. So this is now last call on what we have left: white gold, yellow gold, or rose gold. It's a classic stone in the round. I love that we did the rounds too, because we thought, well, if we're cutting them on our own anyways, and if we're willing to forego the museum material, because obviously it's probably not going to be museum material when it's 60 points, but it's made of that material, because the stones are actually derived from bigger museum reserve stones. So you got the quality, as I think you can well see here, right? You see the flashing reds, you see the blues and the purples. purples. I'm going to come in even a little closer because we just had a very large ring up here, and I want to show you what we can do here to make this really, really amazing. And call in early because we're very limited, and I think that everybody needs a pair. And whether you wear them in a primary piercing, which they're big enough for, or whether you have multiple piercings and want to, put them up on a little higher piercing, you can do that. But they also have this really low-key basket. I love that. It's not going to stick up too high. Post and butterfly backing as well. Sorry, our wheel is doing a little weird little, I don't know what it's doing. It's vibrating a little bit. But again, it wasn't even working this morning at first, so I'm just glad it's spinning. But here we are with our beautiful, beautiful rounds, right? The reds are coming through. And this is what I want you to think about is white, yellow, or rose, or maybe even get a pair in each color. If you do mix them up, they're not even $1,000. And this is, again, round material cut from the museum reserves. So I don't know. Sure, Risa, I'll see what we have in color change fiends. Let me know if you have any guidance for me as far as size or price range. And so here we are with the beautiful blue wings. And again, blue wing, still blue wing material, you can tell. And that's what's going to match. And yes, they give you, even if you haven't experienced a round, please get these to experience what a round is all about. They are just spectacular. And the fact that they can still give you that amazing red all the way through is so important. And yet they are not going to be even $9.99 or $8.88. You can get more than one pair. They are all cut from the same material, so there aren't many, but they all match. That's important too. And then you get any gold color, and if you want to get one because Valentine's Day is coming, you're thinking about gifting, or you want to get two for yourself because you want to stack. These days, I always buy 2 or 3 of an earring I love because I have a lot of piercings. So I stack up the same earring oftentimes all the way up the ear because I just like the way that looks. It's consistent. But this is what you're getting from a distance. I'm not afraid to show it to you here because obviously there's just that hand shot to give you some perspective, but then I'll take it right on over to the ear piercing so you can see what it would look like in a primary piercing or a second piercing. But here's what they look like from a distance away. So that's what they would look like in a primary piercing. Plenty of size there, but also you can feel free to stack them on up the ear as well. But they're not $8.88 or $7.77. I promise you they will sell out in a hurry. It's one of the few items, and again, it wasn't even planned for the show or the event, but it was requested by a shopper this morning. So I just went ahead and got them for you. And you know what? We're going to blow them out instead of $7.77 or $6.99. Take another look up close. They are absolutely beautiful, and they make great gifting ideas because maybe a $4,000 or $5,000 blue wing ring is not how you're going to gift. But maybe for $6.99 plus 11% off you can. Or better yet, $5.99. Or even, best yet, let's make it even more interesting. How about $499 for the pair? And then, yes, you get 11% off. That's, no small discount. That's going to be $444 and 11 cents when you get them home. So that's wonderful. $444 and 11, yes. Yes, you got it. Here's the millimeter size. So again, we gave it the measurement. We gave it the others. Let's go with the millimeter size. If I can find a gauge. Sorry, it's going to be noisy because everything is a mess up here. But let me go ahead and get you one of the millimeter sizes here. I should probably have that listed. I always like to double check it just in case. Better to just go ahead and get you the real life millimeter size here. And I have the power, and it's 5 millimeters. So they are 5 millimeters. Keep in mind a 1 carat diamond is 6 or 6.5. So there's a really good size to them. 5 millimeter stones, and then set in your choice of gold color. And they are $444 and 11 cents if you'd like to get them. So make sure you do. We've got every single line locked. Probably no surprise there. And then we're going to show that morganite. I love this morganite that I brought out for request. And then again, we've got some pieces still available if you'd like to, shop the pieces you've already seen today in the show. Feel free to do that. And then guess what's coming up? A beautiful diamond pink morganite, cut like a diamond too. And that's going to be on the way. So let me know if you'd like those earrings for $4.99. They're really $444.11. And then, does anybody want a Congolese stone in the beautiful, look at this Asher. That's pretty, isn't it? So that one's going to be coming up. Let's get to our morganite. So we've got some great options. And again, requests are so not only welcome, they're really necessary. Love to hear what you're looking for. Please do let us know. Do not be shy about dialing in. Even if you're a brand new shopper, please do not be shy about giving us a call. Jess, did you get some earrings? Oh, there might be more gone than I thought so. So you've got a pair. Jason, how many have you taken? One, and one. Okay, so they're almost sold out. All right, we better move on. Those are almost gone. Very limited with what I have. But take a look at this. This is such a beautiful pink morganite, isn't it? And it's in the rose gold. It is staying in the rose gold. It really works with this stone. I would say rose gold, pink diamonds, and morganite. Those are the stones that I recommend the most in the rose gold. Let me zoom back just a little bit here. And then we're going to go ahead and get you what is a bridge in the rose gold. There's only one here, so come on in early. It's our 310. It's 5653 is the number. It's a 310 stone, and keep calling on the studs. Check with your operators because I think we've got one left still. Just try to make sure we don't linger on it after it's sold out. But here we are with our 310 and 67 points in the diamonds. That's going to be one row that goes all the way underneath. And they almost look like pinks a little bit when they're set in the rose gold, so not a problem. When you've got the pink diamond look of a morganite that is also extra modified Portuguese cutting. It's 67 points in diamonds. That's going to be the halo and the diamonds underneath. And what a beautiful look this is. And it's not going to be, it's not $39.99. I can't do that. We got to discount everything, so it goes. Nothing can stay here in our inventory. Nothing. Everything has got to go. So let's make sure it does. Not at $19.99, half off, not bad. Let's keep going. How about 18? How about, you know what, make it $1,777. $1,777 plus your discount means $1,581 on that price tag. The biggest discount we do. Why not take advantage and get something and treat yourself? Something special on the way to your home in the next few days. Remember, what you see is what you get, so don't be intimidated, okay? This is, if you like the look here on camera, you're going to like it even more when it gets home, because that's what we hear overwhelmingly is, oh my goodness, I didn't think it could look any prettier than what I saw on TV. And then I got it at home and I went, oh my goodness, it got better somehow. I wasn't expecting it to be even better than it looked on TV. That's what our pieces do. So make sure you grab it because you're really only paying $15.81. So you get about $180 extra off and save so much money to get this home. So I really recommend it highly because it is glittering like a pink diamond, and I'm probably not going to have a 3-carat pink diamond for you, probably ever. So unless I start working at Sotheby's or Bonhams, you know, it's going to be tough to get you a pink diamond like that. So this is the next best option because most morganite is just peachy, kind of golden peachy, pinky. This is really true, pure pink here. And then it's got that 310 size. So we love to see that, and it's going to be gone in a hurry. So let me know and I'll try it on. Let's do that real quick. It does stay in the rose gold. So the only thing I need to know is what size would you like? Look at that glittering stone. Look at that. See, even from a distance, it's already looking even more powerful because we're giving a little movement. You get to see how that rock star cutting plays with that beautiful best of the best pink beryl, and you've got that great look. I mean, it is truly like looking at a pink diamond. If you're a pink gal like I am, not just today, but every day, I'm always a pink gal. Today's look is just, this is what happens when you get dressed in the morning listening to the Barbie movie soundtrack. It's just, this is what happens. This is, yeah, it just happens. But $1,777 right here now. Yes. Thank you. The morganite is gone. Congratulations. And here we are. This is one I flashed. I got to show it. This is that beautiful, ooh, look at that square cushion. Congolese mint green. It's a little bit of blue secondary, but it's mostly just, you can just feel the fresh mint, can't you? Or smell it, right? Taste it almost. This is a beautiful, beautiful stone. It's 112-6247. And we have a 752 Congolese. Look at how stunning this is, isn't it? It's got one little fingerprint on the sides, but see how it moves? You see the fleck of blue? It's a really special look. It's our huge stone, 752. I'll try it on while I'm at it. And then it does have the big princess cuts on the sides. I mean, really? This is such a gorgeous newer find of tourmaline. Some give you a little bit more green, some give you a little bit more blue, and some just are absolutely neon. The similarities in look, the aesthetic similarity to Paraíba is uncanny, isn't it? And that is your big individual diamonds. Remember, each diamond is 11 points. Hey, it's the 11% off 1-1 event, right? So maybe you go with the 11-point diamonds sitting next to your 752 Congolese. Why not? Makes sense. I mean, I'll justify anything. If I like something, I will find a reason to make it make sense, right? Make it make sense that it belongs to you because you know what you fall in love with in jewelry is meant to be yours. But at this rate, you just have to make sure you're quick on the phone lines because obviously we have one and it's in the white gold now. You can get it in a different gold color. We're still offering that when we can, which is most of the time. But we're going to make this a lot better than even $79.99. There's one only, and this is tourmaline. It's supposed to be oh so included and cloudy and hazy and dark. Not this stone. What if we take it even lower than $3,000? $29.99. Are you still getting studs over there, Jason? Thank you so much. Studs, and studs. So the studs are almost gone. Okay, we'll get an exact official update. And when I hear those are sold out, I will let you know. But still sounds like we're okay on those stud earrings and the tansies if you like them. This one better than even $29. Let's keep going. My job here is to make sure that every piece goes. So if I find that there's like 10 seconds on the air with a price that's really, really good and it still hasn't been sold, then it just means I'm going to lower the price again. That's the beauty of this event. Sometimes you can't do that, right? Got to kind of get at least cost or somewhere near it. Here with this event, the main attraction and goal is just to move as much of the jewelry in the inventory as we possibly can. That is the entire priority and purpose of this event. So that means, and this is why we figure, it doesn't get any better discount, so this is your time to pick them up. But take a look at what we have here. Instead of $29, I'll make it, you know what, take another $500 off, and let's make it $24.99 instead. Then you actually get $22.24 and 11 cents at checkout. And by the way, Tanzanite lovers, those of you asking, because I just heard this from somebody out there, I was eavesdropping, and they said, do you have a pendant? I do. I have a blue wing Block D pendant in Tanzanite today, and it's a 1 carat 29 coming up, probably top of the hour. We'll do that, which is only about 20 minutes away. I have our bezel set hoops as well today. They're just remarkable. And then we also do have, oh, you know what I'm going to do at the top of the hour? We might do the Tanzanite pendant a little bit after, because I also have this world famous designer. Do you have this yet? If not, you need it. The bangle with the burnished diamonds. Incredible. You know what else I have in bracelets? Ruby that looks like this. Let me show you a hand shot of this ruby bracelet and how affordable it is. I'm not even really understanding it. Look at the fluidity of the design. That's not easy to do. To make a bracelet that is that wide, have that kind of serpentining effect, that is well made. 18 karat gold, princess cut rubies, lined in diamonds, top and bottom. It's 4 rows of amazing stones set in 18 karat. Wow. That's very, very impressive, isn't it? So it's a 7-inch. So let me know if you're thinking about rubies and diamonds. That would be a heck of a Valentine's Day gift, wouldn't it? To have that on your wrist. I mean, think about that beautiful look there. So anyway, that's coming up too, and that's got a great value. But this one's $24.99 if you want the Congolese. We're going to keep moving. We don't wait for pieces to sell necessarily, because then it only allows us to do half of the jewelry. So I also have this one. This is new. Look at this. This is one beautiful opal, isn't it? Let me show it on the hand, because you know how we say opals look bigger than they weigh? This one's already almost 9 carats. Let me show it to you. Look at this. Oh my, a knuckle to knuckle Australian Lightning Ridge opal. What are we really, we're in for some beautiful pieces. And with all that museum quality, not a price tag that it should be. How amazing. 112-7497. I'll just show it. And then we've got Scott, your request is coming up too. Look at the way, it's like a ribbon. It almost looks like a, yeah, it's like a wave or a ribbon design around it. That's all custom, of course. It's platinum. It's an 870. It's 30 points in diamonds. It's got so much color. And that is our platinum setting. It's $74.97, and we got to show this up close. I mean, beautiful freeform stone. It's still like an oval, but still technically freeform. And if you want that Congolese, please call me. Here is, and I know we're going to need to zoom back on this one. Wow. There is your, if that's only partially the color you're going to see in person, can you even imagine how outstanding this is on your hand in real life, not under all these bright, hot, crazy, crazy, crazy lights? Now, Tony just gave us a little, he worked with the iris there. He went ahead and iris down a bit so that we can try to show you a little more true to life, but my goodness, this is so amazing. This is what we live to bring you. The super stunners, the super crazy rare, the huge stone that is going to look even larger because it's going to look double. So yeah, it's going to be like an 18 to 20 carat look. If it were any other stone, it'd probably be 25 or 30 carats based on the size you have here. It is stunning. Stunning. 30 points in diamonds. I like that we didn't add too much to it because the stone is enough. The stone is so powerful itself. We don't need to do a lot of crazy, crazy stuff around it, right? We just want to show off that freeform look, show off the shape, show off all of that. That's impressive. So here we are, 870. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to just send it out. That's what we do here. I told you that's the only mission, and I've chosen to accept it, is to get every piece gone. Every piece from, not just today, the inventory. And I'm going to do it. And here's what we have, and you're getting first dibs on everything because, again, it's only day 2 of an 11-day event. There's no secret. It's not, it's not ending tomorrow. It's ending in 11 days on the 11th. So you can look at your calendar and know, okay? Now, I know that may not be creating a lot of urgency, but, if someone says, hey, it's not ending till the 11th. But that's the problem, is that as the days and the hours go by, we have less and less and less jewelry to show you. And your piece is probably gone to somebody else by day 10. So this is why, again, you're still early in the event. We just kicked it off literally 25 hours ago, not even. So this is where you have a chance to pick up your favorite, get what you love, and do it now because, again, the pieces are not going to be around. And if you wait, because a lot of people do, they wait for sale events, this is it. This is as big and best as it gets. That's why it's number 1. So take a look at it here. We're going to get this opal, which is new, and we're going to make this specialty right now, $89.90. Not tell you what, I'll do better than that. It's not going to be $89.99 at all. It's really outstanding. It's going to be a special piece at a special price. That's what we do. Here's what I've got for you. It is going to be only, watch this, $39.99. That's it. It's more than half off, plus there's going to be over $400 off that price too. So you get it for, you're probably doing the math right now thinking, well, I know it's going to be about $3,600. It's actually $35.59 and 11 cents if you'd like that tremendous opal. And now, Scott, your request is here. Oh, what a good one. And Craig. Hi, Scott. Hi, Craig. Where should we start? Let's start with the Mahenge. 310? Wait a minute. I thought the largest Mahenge we have was a 268. This is the 310 Mahenge Spinel, about as rare as it gets. Take a look at this one, Craig, and then the opal. It's going to be $35.59 if you'd like to get it. Look at this one, and we are going to come full light here, although this is a stone that also likes a lower light because it's neon. Yes, TVON and the neon here coming together in a 310 in that 8676 item number. It's a 111 number, so it's been in a vault in a museum collection for a long time. We'll come in and take a look because obviously nothing's going to be quite as large as that opal in rings today. But let's take a look at this 310 on this really stunning. Yep, there. And look at how clean. And you know what this does is it's even more saturated than most Mahenges. Most Mahenges are like a little lighter, brighter pink. This has more of a deeper, almost a raspberry fuchsia tone to it. So very impressive, 310 and 118 in diamonds as well. Classic kind of setting style, really beautiful look, and it is going to be a fantastic value, Craig. So come on in if you like it. This is one of our best. And you know, these Mahenges, it needs to be said because I know not everybody's familiar with them. They're super, super rare. So we like to remind everybody that, and I just had one, what was it, on Friday night, and I was explaining that that stone I had on Friday night was about 20 points. And I was explaining how that is a big size in this Mahenge gem material. It really is. You don't get a lot of Mahenges in large sizes like this. So as they get up into 1 carat, that's usually about as large as they get. This is 310, 310 of a Mahenge. Sorry, I always say 310 because that's my area code. So I say 310. It's a 310. It's a 310. So you have a 3 carat 10 Mahenge, the largest we have by far. Usually you would not be able to actually put a price tag on something that is this rare or this high level. But we have, and not only a price tag, but a discounted price tag, no less. And one of our very, very best, and you will absolutely adore it because it's as collectible as it is, and you've got the special look I'll show you on the hand because that's important too. Again, largest we have, I thought the largest we have was a 268. This has been hiding somewhere, and yet look at how beautiful that is from a distance away. You can even change the gold if you want to, but I love our Mahenges in the white. I think it's the best way to go, and it's not any longer $29,999. That's an incredible value as it is. We're gonna take it a lot lower than that, and it's not going to be. No, it is not. It's not 29. It's not $20,000. Did I really just say that? We'll get it under 15,000. Actually, let's just make this because that's what the event's about. Lowest price we can go, $14,999. But I'm going to take this further down. Take it down. We'll make it better. I'm going to make it $12,999. We'll save you another $2,000 on top of it. Plus, you're going to save another $1,300 plus on top of that with your extra discount. And no, that's not going to stick around. Look at the color and so saturated. That's a big, big difference from even what we see in our 1 carats and our half carats and our, yes, 2 carat stones. This is a big, big value. So that is gorgeous. And that's going to be a quick and easy deal. And the clarity too, this is not a stone that's just necessarily going to give you clarity in that size. So we're thrilled to bring you some of our best of the best museum. Thank you so much for that request, because regardless of who gets it or, you know, when it sells or who it goes to, it's just a thrill to bring you that level of quality. And then Scott, we've got your request as well, which is another rarity. My 162 Russian demontoid. I'm very picky about these demontoids. I know they're all rare. I know that anything in demontoid is rare, but I'm not a huge fan of stones that have a lot of inclusions or a lot of the wrong color. They can be a little mossy green. We want them to be bright and neon. Let me show you what we have in $12,999. Let me do the math for you so that you understand that that is actually going to be $11,569. $11,569 and 11 cents. And then top of the hour is 10 minutes away. We're waiting to see who's got this one. And you know what? I'm going to do a quick little cleanup here. And do you have something there for me? Oh, good. Thank you so much. Okay, so we've got, is it Juliana? Oh, wonderful. Oval Aqua, you got it. You got it. So we will get you ready. I don't know if it's Gilliana or Jilliana, but I'm going to show it to you. Here we go. We're going to go ahead and get you a great value, $11,569. Let's get to Scott's request, and then we'll get to our next request here as well. So Scott, here's the demontoid, and it's got the Lolo stamp of approval, because that is what you want to see. If it's a little, especially as they get bigger, they're normally going to get more cloudy, and they might look a little more kind of yellowy. This is one that is just, let's leave the yellows to the yellow diamonds here. And that's what we did. By the way, the Mahenge's here at the moment, but verifying. And now we've got this really special demontoid, which is huge, 1122468. Who do we appreciate? We appreciate TVON, because only TVON would actually have these stones and then say, you know what? Let's not keep these to ourselves. Let's share the best of museum stones with the viewing public. And that's exactly why this company was actually created and established and built, was to do just that. This is not like a, hey, let's just go make money. Let's go sell jewelry. Let's go do that. Let's just, like, the last thing the world needed was another shopping network, right? There's enough of them. But if you can do something, it's like any business or any company, right? If you're doing something that nobody else has done before, that is what usually is successful. And if there's a need for it, and let's face it, jewelry's a luxury. It's not a need, but it's definitely going to be the piece that out of all the collectibles in the world, I think it's the greatest way to go. Take a look at this. And I don't know if it's going to go, but I got to say, that's a really cool design and a really amazing style. And the fact you've got a 162 round demontoid out of Russia, the original find from the Ural Mountains here, and it's been in our vaults for literally decades. Then it's this handmade designer mounting with these yellow and white diamond stripes wrapping around it in a dome style. It's 61 points in yellow, 52 points in white diamonds, and you can just be the first caller. And look at how it's even finished with a floral design on the inside. That's what you want a Russian demontoid to look like. If you're, in the mood to take a screenshot, or just for even reference, that's what a Russian demontoid should look like. If it's hazy, it's still rare, but it could be better. This is bright, this is clean, this is powerful, and it also happens to be, I think, our greatest value in Russian demontoid. It's not even $15,999 any longer. Let's do it what we do best, is giveaway jewelry at incredible values, no matter how rare or specialty it is, no matter how much diamond weight you're getting, which in this case is well over a carat. You've got a carat 13, and it's going to be even, look at that, all the way around. So the side profile, I find that is very important, to have your profiles of your jewelry look great as well, because that's often the angle you'll see it as the wearer. We wear jewelry for ourselves, not necessarily for others. If others happen to admire it, that's lovely and a beautiful compliment and nice, but it's really for yourself, right? And again, at the end of the day, when you take it off and put it away in your jewelry box or your vault or wherever it's residing, it's getting more and more high value by the moment. And this is not even $10,000 or $99.99. That's what you want. And by the way, no visible horsetail inclusion until you're magnified with a loop. And then right through the center of that stone, you'll see that wispiness of that inclusion, which is an inclusion that makes it more valuable. Also tells you it's Russian. That's important as well. We all know this. And yet that's important because that was the OG find, and it's still the brightest and the most neon. And it's not going to be $99.89. $79 or $69.99. We are definitely in giveaway mode here. Giveaway mode has been activated. on this Sunday morning, end of the week. Let's make it only, you know what, skip even $59.99. First caller gets it for $4,999, but there's an extra over $500 coming off that price. And now I've got two aquas to show you next. We have a very large oval and we have a very large emerald cut, and I will show them both because they're going to be two. I got to be honest, I really like the emerald cut. Love the emerald cut. So we'll show them on the way. And then if you'd like this one for less than $4,500, you may. And those are our requests. Hey, Constance, we've got a beautiful, this is so cute, a beautiful bird in a pendant. So we'll get to that as well. But let's show what we have here for Gilliana or Jilliana. Look at this. This is a really pretty piece. So that's our emerald cut. Now I also have an oval here. So this is interesting. This one's brand new, and it's got those tapered baguettes that kind of fan out along the sides. This is an oval, and that's going to have even more diamond weight. So two options. Slight difference in price, and we've got either, let's start with 112, $69.82. Our demontoid and our mehenga are still available, so again, a lot of times we just get requests because people like to just see things, which again is wonderful because hopefully, you know, you saw a 310 mehenga that you may not have known existed and a 162 demontoid, but they are still available, and if anybody would like to go ahead and get them, you may. It's first caller. You don't need to be the requester. Okay, so here's what we have for you. Two gorgeous aquas. We have a 685 in the oval, so that's going to be the oval here. The diamond weight on the 685 is 90 points. And then this one looks like it needs a little cleaning from the back. It's not the front. It just needs a cleaning from the back here. That's going to be our platinum. That's a 1075. This is 112, 70, 142. So bigger stone, lesser diamond weight. So it's a trade-off here. Whichever one you like better, though, is obviously the one I'd like you to get because with these values, it should not be about the price. You're getting the best price possible. But it is about getting you what you love. And the emerald cut is a 1075 set in platinum. So it's going to stay in the platinum. And then we are looking at the diamond weight fanning out here. That is going to be over here, actually. That's going to be 39 points in diamonds. So either way you want to go, there's only a $500 difference. One was $69.99. It was this one. The other was $49.99. We're going to make them each much better for you, much more affordable. Come on in. It's Sunday morning. We're already 1 hour in, so we only have 2 hours left. And then I don't see you guys till Wednesday. So I really would like to make the most of these 2 hours we have together and, you know, just show you whatever it is. Again, I'd love to do all requests. We've got the bangle coming up at the top of the hour that's world famous. But this one's actually, you know what, we'll start here. That one's going to be item number 6982, down from the $69.99 all the way on down to $2,499. So that's going to be even less, of course. It's going to be like $22, $24 when you get your discount. And then we also have the emerald cut, a little less because it's got a less diamond weight. We're going to do that one for $19.99. And here's how they look on the hand for you. So remember, mehenga here, demontoid here. Then we've got the two, look at this, there's that emerald cut. So that's what that does. The way that the facets light up when, you know, you can never really see it face up when it's on the wheel until it's here on the hand. Yes? Sure, totally get it and agree. I agree. Should we find another? There's got to be something else. Really? Okay. There's got to be something else. That was Scott, right? Scott, I agree with you completely. All right, so again, $24.99 for the left, $19.99 on the right, minus 11% off. Let's get to our cute bird. The bird is really, really cute. It's turquoise, it's diamonds, it's gold, it's Constance's request. Tough to do that in the possessive, but here it is. This is a really cute style here. So from one blue to another, let's get to our bluebird, so to speak. This is going to be our turquoise. It's Sleeping Beauty variety. It's item number 111, 9752, and I like to show it real up close here for you, and then we'll get you a look at it on the neckline because it is a pendant. It's 222 on the oval turquoise. Out of the Sleeping Beauty mine, it's 23 points in white diamonds. That's the tail feathers and the top feathers on the head there, and 7-point individual black diamond. And then you see a lot of texture in the gold to really replicate the softness of the feathers. And then on the tree bark, you see on the branch there, it's got the texture of tree bark. And then you also have the little toes there wrapping around it. They're also really cool. It's a lot of workmanship to do this. And yet the designer prongs are featuring that turquoise in such a great way. And well, we're going to make it easy. Here's what it looks like from a distance away. This is such a cool design. And yet it is a nice big size. That's not going to be an itty bitty little piece at all. Here's your length. I'll go ahead and get the ruler in here for you so you can see what that's all about. And then we're going to send it on out. Stays in the yellow but there's a little bit of some rhodium underneath the diamonds. It's over an inch, about 1.25 inches. Yes. Thank you. The emerald cut aqua is gone. Here's what this one looks like on the neckline for you. So you can see how large and how beautiful that is. And then we're going to make it very affordable. It's only, are we really doing this? I know it's under 1,000, but $9.99 sounds really good. Let's make it even more interesting. How about $699 only? Yes, please. $699 on that one, and then you get over $70 off. Very fair. Black diamonds, white diamonds, and a lot of gold. And the most important headline is the turquoise, Sleeping Beauty variety at $222 in the size. So that's extremely, extremely nice, and enjoy it if you get it. Thank you, Constance, for that request. Again, you do not need to be the requester, so that's really, you know, something to keep in mind. It's just, again, first come, first serve, because we just don't hold out. Otherwise, you know, we end up with a lot of jewelry here. The goal is to move it all. So again, please let us know if you'd like that one at $699. That'll be really, I mean, think about it. $699 is going to be a very, very fair value. When you talk about an extra discount like that, it's $622.11, and you've got all this great workmanship through the back. You can see the bail hidden through the back as well, and that is just a piece with some personality. And we're about 30 seconds away from hour number 2 and the bangle that I don't know if I mentioned this to you guys. I don't think I did. I was talking about it last night, actually. Some of our famous diamond pieces, and I don't mean to upset you, but some of our famous diamond pieces have gone up in price. As we told you they would. I always give you that heads up that they were. Like our diamonds by the yard. Like that $16.99 diamonds by the yard is no longer $16.99, it's $19.99. Just heads up. From now on, it'll be that or more. I want to give you a last call on this bangle because the same thing's happening with the designer bangle. But first, Brenda had a request. Here's Brenda. Thank you, Brenda, for this request. It's a beautiful golden pearl. And we'll try to get in a couple requests here before we go. And you know me, I like to give you options if we have them. So I want to show you 2 golden pearls here, and then you get to decide which one you like better. And this is, you know, you can see 2 different tonalities of pearl. This one's a little more yellow. This one's a little more golden, I would say. You can see side by side. If you had the right side by itself, you might just go, beautiful golden pearl, looks like 14 karat gold. But when you see it next to another, you see there's almost a little bit more of a beautiful champagne-y golden color as opposed to the one on the left that's more of a true buttery yellow. And this is Mother Nature for you. This is Mother Nature. This is what happens where organic stones, like a lot of stones, they're all slightly different because, again, we rely on the mollusk to make these. And so, Brenda, this is your request, but I wanted to just welcome everybody so you don't feel left out if you just tuned in. Welcome to our show. Glad you're with us today. This is Sunday, and we are live from Los Angeles. My name is Lauren Blair. It's a pleasure to be with you as always, but I only have 2 more hours left with you for the week. So I'm going to be signing off here in a couple hours and not with you till Wednesday. So, again, you know I'm Wednesday through Sunday, so keep that in mind if you want to go ahead and get anything that's on your mind, because this is only day 2 of this big event, which is really, again, my brainchild and my passion here, because I wanted to create something on this celebration week of Tucson and the Tucson Gem Show. I wanted to really, again, our always goal here this time of year is to really clear the vaults and make room for new, which is coming in droves. So wanted to, you know, got a chance to, they said, what do you want to do to clear everything out of here? And I thought, well, the biggest sale ever should do it. If we top our own best, that's going to be what makes you excited. And I know it is exciting. 11% off everything. The concept is it started on the 1st of February. It is going through the 11th of February. It is an 11-day event. So it's not ending tomorrow. It's not ending today. But you are getting first dibs, because every moment that goes on by, there are less pieces here. Like in a minute, I'm going to show you this bangle, which is last call at this price tag, which is going to be your last chance to get it. And it's a better price than it even was before because it's got the discount. Everything does. Everything's 11% off. It is an amazing way to get pieces under our own manufacturer's cost. Take a look at these 2 requests, and then we'll talk about the bangle. And if you are a new register, you may want to start your collection. If you've been wondering where should I start, you start with the diamond bangle up coming up. But first, Brenda's request here. We've got 112-4973 over here. And that's going to be, and everything I show you is a one of a kind, except for what? The tanzanite earrings I had a couple there sold out, I think. And then we've got the, everything's one of a kinds except for some diamond pieces coming up like the bangle. And they're limited as well. So nothing is here that goes beyond one of a kinds in color. And you're looking at it right now. So Brenda, that's going to be 18 karat gold and a 12.6 millimeter with 32 points in diamonds. And I don't, yeah, not platinum. Okay, let's try again. 4973. 4973 is that number here. It's our 18 karat gold with a 12.6 millimeter, 32 points in diamonds. That's the golden pearl on the right. And then it's got that asymmetry of that design. One side with 3 rows, one side sweeps around it. Here's the other, which is going to be 1125931. That is 18 karat gold as well. It is 13 millimeters, so bigger pearl, and 65 points in diamonds, more traditional. So we have something that's a little more unique and avant-garde, something that's a little bit more traditional for you. So you get to decide each one. Oh, let's just make this the same price. And I'm supposed to do $28.88 on either one, and I say skip it. I'm gonna just, for hour number one, 63 minutes of the show, I'm gonna give myself a failing grade. I have pieces here. I shouldn't have any. I still have pieces here from hour number one. I should not. The objective and the goal here is to literally move every last piece. So I can't even, yeah, we're gonna have to let's just crank that value up, okay? Discounts and prices down, value up, and you get what you love. Take a look at either one of these, same price, not even $28.88. They're not gonna be even $2,000, they're not $19.99. Take a look, some of the rarest stones in the world, and we're gonna make them your choice of. They're not $28.88. We're going so low. They're $16.99 a piece, whichever one you want. And there are two great options. And did anybody get our turquoise little birdie? Nobody yet. All right, bird is here. Thank you so much. So all the requests are still here, guys, that we have shown you, except for the aqua emerald cut. The oval is still here. So again, like I said, just because it's requested by somebody does not mean it goes out the door. So you have a chance to pick up anything that you'd like there that was requested, except the emerald cut aqua. The oval is here. Here are two pearls. So Brenda, let me know which one you like of the two. And then we had that big platinum opal as well earlier. That one is such a good one. Take a look at the traditional style here on the hand, and then I'll put on the other one as well for you so you can see the difference. They're both 18 karat. They're both almost the same diameter in the millimeter size. This one being, remember, that's the 13 and that's the 12.6. We got very exact on that. And then Scott, we've got another demontoid for you about the same size. I knew we'd come through. So we have a beautiful round coming up, Scott, that I think you're gonna like. So that's on the way. And there are two golden pearls, your choice of $16.99. Big time value. Let me know what your requests are. I'd love to do nothing but requests all day. That's really what I'd like to do. I got just, again, wide open for your requests, just waiting on them. So let me know. This is $15, $12, and 11 cents for your choice of. So which one are we thinking about? We got all these collars, two rings, both one of a kind, very similar. Yes? You got it. My fave too. Thanks, Brenda. That one's gone. Let's show you what's left here, which is item number, you got it, 4973. And Brenda, your item number is 5931. Thank you, thank you, thank you. This one doesn't sit this way, so like I'll do before, I'll put it that way. So you can see what that's all about. Thanks, Brenda, so much. Enjoy it. 15, 12, 11. Great way to get yourself a golden pearl, all natural. Okay. I think after I do Scott's request here, it's part two of his request, I'm going to give you the bangle opportunity as well. And then, oh my, yeah, this one, yep. I know it's still got a couple yellow diamonds, but traditional, classic, which in my mind, if I'm going to get one of the rarest and exotic stones in the world, I want it to be in a classic setting. That is, look at that stone. This may even be better than the other. It is, look at that. A little brighter, a little cleaner, a little more pop. Item number 1116782 is your item number on this one-of-a-kind, stays as is, Russian demontoid, and it's a carat 38, still up and over that 1 carat mark, which is so remarkable. And it's going to be a couple of yellow diamonds, 9 points there, and 110 in the white diamonds as well. Look at those, 2 yellow diamonds that are tucked in to the split shank, and that makes sense because the neons of demontoid, there is that little bit of yellow gold setting for the center stone, which again stays as is, so I like to point that out. But look how clean it is. And the most dominant color and sparkle that comes off first is the yellows. And so that's why the inspiration behind adding those yellows on the side, but it's 119 overall in your diamond weight. It is our really big demontoid. Here's what it looks like on the hand. If you do want to pair it up with other things or have a wonder ring next to it, certainly lends itself design-wise to that. But this is one only, and you know what? It's a little more money. Let me just go ahead and do what I did. We're going to honor the price. I'm going to make this $39.99, and we're just going to go ahead and get it out of here. That's what we're doing. And all those really, because it's different, these are much bigger individual diamonds. This stone is a step up in clarity and color. It's the look you want. It's also over $400 off that price as well. So that's a big and impressive stone and just what you want. Like I said, these are the pieces I'm showing you are the pieces you get. And the only exception to that would be our white diamond pieces. And earlier today, I had tanzanite studs, which we had just a couple of pairs of. So important way to get your demantoid right here and now. Thank you so much if you do get it. $39.99. We're still waiting on this one to go. And of course, that price tag, when all is said and done, is actually going to be $35.59 and 11 cents, of course. You got it? Thank you so much. Enjoy it. Let's get to our bangle. So this is the official top of the hour. And it is thanks to your request, and I got to thank Leanne for asking about this. And it is one of those that I want to just make sure everybody is aware, because this is something that I know as a shopper. And let me zoom back first before we get into this. This is something I would want to know as a shopper, because, you know, I'm a shopper stalker and a stalker shopper, as a lot of you are. And let me tell you, that's a good thing. I know normally calling someone a stalker is not a good thing in this world we live in. However, when it comes to shopping, it's a very good thing, and it means you're really smart and you're really passionate and you're really into savings, and you know that. This is that moment. This is a bangle that I introduced, and really, I'm not going to say it's my design, because it's really inspired by a big-time designer, but it is something that I definitely helped create, and we went back to the drawing board probably, 8 or 9 times now, to make this perfect, to really make sure it's the right piece for you. It's designed to be that everyday wearable for the rest of your life. This is the bangle you don't leave home without. I mean, we think about little plastic credit cards, but honestly, this is the bangle you don't leave home without. It is your status look. It is your premium quality. It is so hefty in its weight. And obviously, it debuted a while back, and it was very popular. It is your last call at this price, because again, what's happening, and now today it gets to be even better, of course, because it is part of the 11% off event. But I don't want you to be caught off guard when next time, I don't know if it's going to be a couple weeks or a couple months or whenever it comes back, and you're getting really used to this price you've seen since it debuted, and I don't want anyone to be caught off guard when it goes up many thousands of dollars, as it will. I just mentioned a minute ago the Diamonds by the Yard, the big classic 202 that was always $16.99 is now a different price, and we kept it as affordable as we could, and it's still a great value, but it's a lot more. And so we can't get complacent on these pieces always being here. Now, that's all really moot, because today it's not only the great, great value it debuted at that we love, it's a better price. It's the best price, because it's coming down 11% off, which is going to give you a lot of additional savings. So here's how you do this. I need you to be on the lines ready to go. It's going to be a very limited item. As a matter of fact, they're not even necessarily all in stock, because we don't know, are you going to choose an average or large? Are you going to choose white, yellow, or rose? But it's item number 112-1625. And this is one that is a must have if you don't have one. But if you have one, a lot of people have come back to get seconds and thirds. Yes? Yes, no, I don't. Oh, yes, I do. It's from yesterday. Yes, I do. I have yesterday's out here. Yes. Bernadette? She needs to see it right this moment? Okay, hold that thought and everything I said. Bernadette says, show me the Savorite and right now. So, yes, let's do that real quick. Yes. Who is it? Uh-huh. Yes. Yes. How much? Okay. Mary said, this is what Mary just got, and she's talking about another bangle. Mary just said to the requester, let me give you a message. I have this, I guess she has it, right? She has it and loves it. Mary says, buy it. She saw one, and I don't know what designer she was at, because I was expecting her to say 30,000 or 40,000. She said 6,000. Okay. It wasn't the designer it was modeled after. The designer it's modeled after gets, what do they get, 40,000 now? I mean, the price is changing all the time because of gold, but it's hard to keep track. But yeah, Mary, okay, so we'll get there. But someone wanted to see the Savorite from yesterday. It's item number 112-6591. I know we're all very excited about that bangle, and I am too. And thank you to Leanne again for requesting it, because otherwise it wouldn't be here. This is 112-6591. It's 308 in Savorite, 5 gorgeous stones matched up, each with a halo. And there's 61 points each with 49 points in diamonds. And it's a beautiful size average. We can do any gold color, Jess, on this one. I'll try it on for you really quickly. Bernadette, look how pretty. And these are open color bright Savorites, not the dingy dark that get too dark. So many times I'm just not into Savorites because they just look like onyx. If I want onyx, I'll buy onyx. Thank you very much. If I'm going to invest into a rare garnet and it's going to be Savorite, I want them to be bright, 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 like an emerald green, and that's what these are. So hinged on one side, so it just opens up right over here. You just press it down, and then it opens up. This one's probably been opened once or twice, twice now actually. And that's all you do. You just take it off, put it on. We're going to go back up close to it as well, and I am struggling to get it off my own wrist, but that's because I've got lotion on my hands. So here's what we'll do. If you'd like it, we'll just leave it on the wrist here for a moment, and you know what I'm gonna do? We'll bring it down to $24.99. This got a full presentation that was lengthy yesterday, so we'll try to make it abbreviated and just give you a brief one here, but look at that. That's what I'm showing you. Is this is the average size. It'll go halfway up my forearm, so it's great for if you have, I wear a 6.5-inch bracelet typically, but again, if you want to go all the way up to a 7.5, it's gonna work. So if you wear 6.5, 6 3/4, 7, 7 1/4, 7.5, anything in that range, the average size Savorite bracelet is going to work for you, and it's 22, 24 and change. So that's a beautiful way to go. Now I know you guys are all waiting on the bangle with the diamonds, and you know what? For the record, Tony, let's just actually put the bangle on real quick side by side, so you can see how they stack. Because why not? There's how they stack together in 2 different gold colors and 2 different bangles. So just to also see the size perspective, this one's very, very large. This one's got a lot of gold, and this one has this really easy little button. It's so, again, this is why we went back to the drawing board, and I was very insistent on making this perfect, because I knew how iconic and how much you wanted it and how iconic it is in the industry and how beloved it is. So I wanted to have everybody get a beautiful bangle. So sorry, we have to bring our wheel back to life here. But yes, it's just the poor wheel. But here we are. It is a 77 pointer. So like I was saying, this is the one that actually the price is going to be up. Thank you so much. This is the one that the price is going to be different next time we see it, and not different in a great way. Yeah. This one? Thick, deep? You know I cover all that. I'm never going to leave you with a question, guys. Never. I would never leave you with a question. I helped design this. So this one actually, even though the last one, the Savorite, was a little wider because it had the stones, the big stones set through it, this one's got depth. It's got great feel. Again, you're going to choose an average or a large. Same thing applies if you wear a 6.5 to 7.5 inch bracelet normally. Everywhere you go, whether it's costume jewelry, designer jewelry, or anything else. If you wear a 6.5 to 7.5, get the average. If you wear anything above a 7.5 up to an 8.5, get the large size. This is the last call, but there's a better price today because the price of old is going to be 11% discounted. So you get a huge extra savings today that makes this so special. And poor wheel is stopped again. So let me see. It's just going to be, you know, they make me earn this weekend. Let me tell you, they say, we'll give you 2 days off, but you got to earn it. So here we go. The wheel ain't gonna work. The things are gonna be, yeah, so this is how we're doing, guys. 77 points in the diamonds. It is gonna be I know we don't have these all necessarily in stock because I don't know if you're gonna choose a yellow in the large or a rose in the average. So these will most likely, they're usually made custom for you. But there are VS diamonds. This has been met with rave reviews for many, 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 many moons, and we're so excited to bring it to you in the white, the yellow, the rose. You'll have to let them know. I get beyond the yellow or the white gold here, average size. I don't think we're going to have anything in stock, but this is the time to get it because you're going to save the money. So that's important. Here's the width that you're going to get. I'm going to show you how this works because it is the most amazing mechanism that, of course, keeps it smooth and seamless. Let me show you what I'm doing here. This is the, because I'm not just going to like say, here it is and guesstimate. That's not what I do here because that you deserve more than that. You deserve better. This is 4 millimeters wide. That also is the back side of the bangle. There is no difference there, guys. This is how I designed it. This is how I insisted it's done. If you want to wear it with just smooth gold, mirror finished and nothing more, you can. If you want to wear your big 7 stones burnished in, they're 11 points each. They are 77 points in total. They go one side to the other. This is an oval shape. And then look at that depth. I even want to point out the depth. That is important too, because that is how deep the gold is. It's almost as deep as it is wide. There's 3.5 millimeters in the depth. That means from the base of the bracelet to the top of the bracelet, and it's solid. This is not hollowed out. There is no silicone inside. This is not just a bangle that's open and tinny and lightweight where it dents easily. This is solid, and look at the way that it's done. Smooth hinge on one side. Here's your opening. You can barely see it. It's a button that is so incredible because look at how seamless it is. When you've got it all locked, all you do is press that button down and it locks. Do you see there are 2 grooves there? This is what you do. Click it once, you're not locked. Twice. It clicks closed twice. That's when you know. If you have a little gap there, it's not closed, it's not locked, because there's no figure 8 safeties. That would ruin the whole aesthetic, right? So we have to do it smooth. This is solid through the back, solid through the front. This is met the low criteria. I am not somebody who just goes, I'm okay with just whatever quality. I've been in the business professionally for 2.5 decades, my entire adult life. So I'm not somebody who's going to just say, let's just hollow it out, let's skimp, sorry, I know the wheel's not working. That's okay. I'm just trying to bring it to life here. But don't panic. I'll just keep doing that all day. But this is that beautiful piece that is made to be worn. And it's not a special occasion piece, it's an everyday piece. And you stack them and layer them, wear different gold colors. It's men's or ladies. I've had a lot of gentlemen pick up this piece, and they love wearing it just as much as you and I do. So again, you shop it, you get as many as you want. Valentine's Day, I can't guarantee you it's gonna be there in time because it's really labor intense to make, to burnish those diamonds, but this is your last call at this price tag. And either way you go, Mary said she saw one at $6,000. The designer that it's modeled after gets in the tens of thousands of dollars. Tens of thousands. And I personally don't think theirs is as well done. And this one doesn't need a lock to get it open. I don't know about you, but I don't have time for that. I don't have time to get another person and another human being to unlock my jewelry for me. I don't have time for that. I need to have it be beautiful and wear it, and I need to be like throwing on jewelry while I'm doing 8 other things at one time. Anybody else kind of feel that? Like that's when, otherwise I'm not wearing it at all. And then I wasted the money. This is one you wear or just leave it on, but it's so beautifully done. It's heavy and thick and really well done in white gold, yellow gold, or rose gold, but it's not even going to be $3,000, even if you want the large size. And come back in for another if you want to get multiples to stack, because having 3, 4 together is amazing, but it's not going to be $29.99. And this is always popular, but again, I have to give you fair and final warning because this is how I shop. I don't want to be learning that when I've decided I'm going to make the purchase, I don't want to learn that the price has gone up. That makes me very upset. So I'm telling you now, don't wait for the price to go up and then purchase it. It'll still be a great value, yes, but if you know that there was a time in life when you could have got it for a better deal, then I think it's going to be painful to have to pay more. And it will never be lower than it is right now, even at this price of $29. Let's do even better. The large size is $22.99. This is all before your 11% off. The average size, or the smaller of the two, which this is going to be, and this is what's the miracle, because this is what really just blows everybody's mind, especially not just by seeing it, but when you get it at home, when you feel the weight, when you see how it's made, when you feel how substantial and solid it is all the way through. It's $19.99 for the average, but it'll be over $200 off today. So take a look at whichever one you like. And of course, white, yellow, rose, I only have the white gold here, and that is very, very, very special. So yes, and again, I got another customer testimonial now that says this gal used to work at that company, and I think she's talking about the really, really big one, the French one with the red boxes with the gold script, and she says, even with an employee discount, I couldn't afford this bracelet. That's the thing. And again, $19.99 minus over $200, you know you're paying $17.79 and 11 cents for the average. So, and by the way, she, the former employee of that company, has 2 of these from us at TVON. And you know what? I would say better quality. And this is what it's all about. And please, please, please make sure you take advantage of the extra $200 or the extra $230 plus off that you're getting, because look at this. This is what we went back to the drawing board so many times. It was mostly about the closure. It was about how do you make it secure and locked? How do you keep it solid and heavy? And this is just, I know we're about value, and talking about value is something that gets really redundant here because everything is. That's the challenge of being a host here, is that everything is a great value. So again, there are certain things though that really just stand out. They stand out in value. They're above and beyond. And when you talk about gold that is a market that is just constantly elevating, diamonds are doing the same. Operators, will you do me a favor? I can only make so many. So please let me know in some way, whether it's with a hand signal or a voice or with a smoke signal, please let me know how many you're getting. Because, no, never mind. No smoke, no fire. No, none of that. No smoke, no fires, no nothing. Let's just keep it to just yell out what you got. I mean, guys, I need to keep track. It's my head if these oversell. And there's only so many we can make. So you've got 2, Jess, thank you. 2 over here, 1 over here, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1. Okay, so there's only so many we can do. And then the deal's gone, the bracelet's gone, the value's gone, the discount's gone, but you pay more the next time we have to make it. And I'm not talking about more because it's not on sale the next time you see it, because you don't, there's a lot of people who go, I still, $19.99, no problem, I'll get 6 of them at that price. That's not the deal. It's the fact the original price of $19.99 or $22.99 are going up as well. They have to. And you know why, you know how, because that's what happens with the gold market, the diamond market. I mean, this is why I can't even keep track of what the designer's doing. Their prices are changing all the time. If you think you can walk into that same designer that you walked into a decade ago and go expect their same pieces, which they have the same pieces for the most part, to be the same price, they don't. They change and elevate all the time. I work with a great luxury consignment place that actually, they sell a lot of these in resale. They sell a ton of them in resale. And guess what? They go up every day in resale. They're always modifying their models and their algorithms for pricing because of why? The gold market, the diamond market, everything shifting and changing all the time. And that's the idea. And this is just a bangle. You stack and layer with a million things. You can't have too many of these. I know we have a shopper in Texas. Ginger, if you're watching, how many? I think she has 5. I want to say she has 5 or it's 7. It's one of those odd numbers where she stacks them and wears them all at once. And I have no doubt they look beautiful on. And that's, if you ever watch any of the taste makers, the style makers out there, the more photographed women of the world that we know by just one name, those people usually, yeah, whether they're just out running, whether the paparazzi catch them running errands or doing something like that, they're always usually wearing like 3 or 4 or 5 of these, and sometimes layered with a nail bangle because it's the same designer inspiration, right? The nail bangle layers beautifully with this. I have a dear friend of mine who I always reference because she has the best jewelry collection that I know of. There's just the best, she's got the best jewelry. There's unlimited funds there at work. She's married to a very famous basketball player. So jewelry is kind of a thing. And it's like every hour she's getting a new piece of jewelry, it feels like. So, and I know that I always think she gets one for every wedding anniversary. She gets one of these bangles from the designer, of course, not from us. I can't convince her to shop because, I guess if you have unlimited funds, fine. You can go pay $40,000 for a bangle. But if I can get you a better deal, I'm going to, and I'm a believer that pay more for that nicer car, pay more for that nicer house, pay more for that nicer fashion because it's built better. But when it comes to jewelry, 14K is 14K, right? I don't care whose name is on the inside. If it's 14 karat gold, our 14 karat gold is no different than anyone else's 14 karat gold. And yet ours is, well, in this case it might be because it's solid. Most bangles like this would be hollowed out or filled with, that silicone so they can give you a big look without charging a lot of money because it's just a coating of gold. It's almost like a vermeil. That's not what we're doing here. So this is amazing. Tracy also let me know just now. Thank you, Tony, for the assist. She says, I have this diamond bangle. I love this. She said yesterday, because Tracy's traveling. She's a Southern California girl, but she's traveling. She's in Texas right now. She's actually visiting some of our Texas girls, and she said that, and it's her birthday coming up. Tracy, we got like 3 days to your birthday, right? Is that Wednesday, I think? Yay. Okay. Oh, it's Groundhog Day today. Yay. Happy Groundhog Day, everybody. But she said, this is live, she just said on one of our socials, she just said that yesterday she was out and her waitress asked if it was that designer. I don't like to name drop, but you guys know which designer. And she said, I had the yellow and the white gold both on and she loved them. And she may be calling in to get one at some point. I love that. And she said she was proud and happy to tell somebody about TVON. Well, I love that. Well, that's wonderful. Tracy, thank you for the shout out and for the advertising. That's lovely. You guys are walking billboards for TVON, I'm sure, if you choose to share it. But sorry, our wheel has stopped again. It's going to continue doing that. And poor little wheel. But anyway, it's a great chance to get it. It's $17.79. I'm going off memory, but $17.79. Hey, Risa. Okay, so Risa just let me know. This is what I love about you guys interacting with me. I love that. Risa just told me here live as well. She just said she layers all 3. So she has the white, the yellow, and the rose, and she puts them all 3 on at once, and she loves them. Thank you. That's what I'm suggesting doing. It's a great gift idea. It also, the burnished diamonds, the 7 stones. Remember, it's 7 stones, one side to the other. 7 stones, 11 points each. Yes, there are VS diamonds, and it's the most substantial, thick, solid, heavy bangle we create. This closure is everything. So easy on, so easy off. Just remember, it clicks twice to lock it. There's an internal lock. So instead of having a lot of outside locks, which just muddy up the look, it's all internal. And that's where, again, it's really complicated to do this. But we made it for you, and it's perfected. So huge value there. And again, why wait till it goes up? Why wait? If it were even to stay at $19.99, I still don't want you to pay $19.99 when you have an opportunity today to get it for $17.79. I'd rather you get it today. I'd rather you get it now. I'd rather you not wait because then the price goes up. Yes. The which one? Oval Aqua. Gotcha. Thank you so much. So reminder, guys, we have a few pieces from our first hour and a half. It is halfway through the show already. So if you have any more questions or you want to pick up something from earlier, this is the time to do it. Also, this is the bangle. I'm going to give it the last 30 seconds, then we'll move. And then we do, by the way, we have I don't suppose Scott is looking for a bangle. You talked to him, right, Jason? Jason, did he mention anything about a bangle? I suppose since we're on the bangle track here, I just want to flash that I do have a 7-stone, a little different the way they're set, 7-stone Russian demantoid bangle bracelet. Yes, I do. I've got the ultimate high level and rarity right there. So if there's a Russian demantoid fan out there, Scott or otherwise, we've got the fabulous bangle for you. Then we also have, I promised, a tanzanite pendant that is coming up. Oh, and I haven't even previewed this yet, but I will right now. This is, I think, the one I'm looking most forward to today, which is kind of saying something because there's a lot of cool pieces today, but look at this. This is a cushion cut square. Tanzanite divine. It's so beautiful. So that's coming up. Okay, I'll just flash this here. Let's do more than flash it. Let's give you a little mini presentation here on the 112-1837 one only Russian demantoid bangle. 7 stones, meticulously matched. Keep calling on the designer 77-pointer. You guys don't mind if I just wear that for the rest of the day. It's just so stunning. And then I also have yellow diamonds and white diamonds in a bangle together. Gosh, you put it on with 2 fingers, guys. You can take it off with 2 fingers and you can put it on with 2 fingers. So again, if you're sick of getting like help to put on bracelets, because link bracelets are really tricky. Link bracelets I really struggle with, even as a professional jewelry model. Like I put on hundreds of pieces of jewelry a day. I should be good at it, right? I cannot for the life of me put on little link bracelets and little, you know, with the little lobster claws and the spring rings. They're impossible. You need help. I'm not someone who asks for help. I don't know if that's the Taurus or the type A in me or what it is, or just the fact that I'm a strong, independent woman and always have been since like day one. I don't know, but I'm not a person who asks for help. Ask anybody who knows me, they can't stand it about me. They hate it. I won't ask for help, I won't accept help, but I gotta say, the bangle is so easy, guys, because if you don't wear bracelets often because you're just going, yeah, they're too much of a difficult thing to put on. Look at this. 2 fingers, I press the button down, look at that. I open it up, and to put it on, put your wrist in, look at this, 2 fingers, 2 fingers, 2 fingers, 2 fingers, and then you literally, boom, push it, closed, done, it's locked. I did that with 2 fingers only. So it's so easy, even if you are layering 3, 4, 5 together like so many of you do, it's easy. Okay, now, because I don't like leave my jewelry on all the time except my earrings. I like to take everything off at the end of the day except my earrings and my signet ring. But here we go. 278 in the Russian demantoid bangle. It's 62 points in diamonds. And the 278, by the way, that means with the 7 stones, that's going to make each one about 40 points. They look bigger. Maybe it's the halos, I'm not sure, but they look really substantial, don't they? And we have this opportunity for 1 caller, and I've got it in yellow gold. Let's see if we can switch it. We can if you absolutely need to or want to. You can switch it up and get the white gold if you need. But we've got the average size here, and it's going to be a $12,999 piece. Instead, we're making it under $5,000 for a bangle. It's tough to do that just in gold these days anywhere else. I'm actually going under $5,000, actually better than $49.99. Actually, we're going to take this really, really low. And yes, that tanzanite's coming up at the top of the hour. So don't go anywhere if you want the tanzanite ring I flashed. We have a pendant coming up before then. So there's a lot of really special pieces coming up. This one's at the top of the hour. And then let's go ahead and show this one on. This one is going to have the hinge closure with the double figure 8s. But I really want you to see the size. And let me see if I can go ahead and close this one. Okay, here we go. So this one looks a lot like the Savarite size-wise. There's the Russian demantoid, and here it is with the other bangle we just had. And this one's going to be $48.88, but only 1 caller, and you got about $500 coming off that price. So really special Russian demantoid bangle. And then it's got the insert closure, and there will be 2 figure 8 safety closures. Those are going to be your extra locks there to keep it extra secure. And then here's your up close at it one more time. Take a look at that. That's so pretty. And so that's going to be $48.88. Your exact price at checkout will be down to $43.50. The bangle. Congratulations. That Russian demantoid bangle is gone. And oh, I do have a conch pearl, by the way. This ring is really cool. Rounds and baguettes. And it feels like a really cool heart shape. And it is. Oh, where are the rounds? I only see baguettes. Oh, it is only, well, it says rounds. I don't know if I see any rounds. Let's take a look close up. I don't know. This one's new to me. 7435. 112-7435. Platinum. Carat 55. in your diamonds. Let me hold it up, because otherwise that's the beauty of the angles there, is it doesn't, I don't see a round in it unless I'm missing something. It looks like all tapered baguettes. And then rows and rows and rows of really heavy platinum. It's, again, 7435. It's platinum with a carat 55 in diamonds all together. $69.99 price. We're going to go lower, even though I do believe it's a first time seeing it. So this is not going to last. And you've got platinum with a carat 55, all those beautiful baguettes, but also look at the levels, the dimension. There's even scroll work on the sides to lift it up, give those diamonds a lot of light access, and give the light a lot of access to the diamonds, and vice versa. And here's what it looks like on the hand, and it's not going to be $69.99. I know, it's a new one. It's so heavy. This is only a size 6 right now, and it's so heavy. I don't know what the gram weight is in the platinum, but it's got to be a ½ an ounce. And it's only in a size 6. Well, we'll add to the platinum if you want to get it bigger than that. It's not going to be $69, $59, $49, $39. Not even $2,999. We're taking another up-close look at it, and Valentine's Day around the corner, it did this little somersault on me. That's how heavy it is. Even the tweezers can't hold it. We're going to make this one better than even $29.99, and it will be to you well in time for Valentine's Day. And that is not this coming Friday, but next. So we're already on the 2nd of February. Today's Groundhog Day and Grammy Day. Grammy Day, the Grammys, but Grammy Day, Grammy Day. Let's do better than even $29.99. I'll make it $2,699. $26.99 on that fabulous piece, and one only. That's it, in a heart shape. It's beautiful. So that would be a really, really good one to get. If you can, if you love hearts, if you want that beautiful asymmetric design. It is slightly, because it's got the one longer side than the other. So that looks great. And yet, $26.99 plus your discount, you're going to save over $270 extra for no other reason except you're here on the right day. $24.02 is what you pay on that one. Very well done. Thank you so much if you get it. We have another request on the way. Don't forget the pot of Ibas are coming up. I have 3 1.5 carat. Oh, that's what we need, the sweet. Don't tell me he got the bangle too, did he? He did? I showed it for him. That's wonderful. Well, I have 2 pairs of earrings that will go with that fabulous ring / bangle. Let me show you the smaller of the 2. We can go real small, or we can go bigger. I have a feeling with the set that he's got so far, you may want to go a little larger. So this is the smaller pair of the Russian Amantoid earrings. So we're going for the full, complete 3-piece set. And that's going to be 1123953. I also happen to have, though, the huge Russian Amantoids with the omega. You know they're big if they need an omega back. And this is like, again, there's 2 ways to do studs. You can do the ones on the left or the ones on the right. So again, I just want you to have the best selection. So we'll show you 2 together. 1115434 is over here on the right side. And that's going to give you those omega backs in those rounds. And yep, they're really outstanding. Those Russian Amantoids are $282. We're going to start with the big ones there, because I think with the set that he's got, he may want to go there. And that's going to be the $282 plus 55 points in the halos. They're in the yellow, but we can change it for you. And then we have the smaller. So the smaller are really going to be on the petite size. Yeah. Yes, the measurement, like in inches. Let me go ahead and put it on the hand for you. It's really quite large, not going to be quite an inch, but take a look at this on the hand here. Here's the size of the heart shape. So there's the ring that we just saw. The measurement from one point to the other is going to be, at the very longest point, just 7/8. But remember, the other side is a bit shorter, so that's going to be about 3/4. So about 3/4 and then about 7/8 here. So just, again, comes to the back with one solid heavy band. So it's really, you see, there's going to be no issues with wearability there, but that's going to be the size of that platinum heart shape. Wait till you feel it. It's just a feel that is so luxury. And then here we go with the Demontoids. The bigger pair, oh, I'm so glad we have a sale event, because these are $16,999 earrings, and they're big time. Those are going to be down to $59.99, so we're saving you $11,000 on the earrings, plus the factory saving an extra $600 at checkout. And then we have the smaller. The smaller are going to be only $499. Yes. You want the small ones? Okay, so the small ones are already verifying, and that's going to be item number 1123953, Jason. On the smaller, and they're 18 points total weight with 33 points in diamonds. And I will show them on the ear as well. So you're looking at them now. That's 18 points, so figure 9 points each there. And then you have the diamonds, still that classic halo in diamonds. but all those round brilliants around it. So they're both in yellow now. This one you can switch. Actually, either one you can switch. So I'll put these up on the hand first so you can see them. They're on the petite size, but still, again, it's an earring. So, you know, earrings aren't usually going to be too big unless they're big chandeliers. And then I will pop one on the ear for you as well. So that's the smaller. Remember, $4.99 for this gives a couple of you the opportunity to go ahead and get in on Russian Demontoids. Is really with that affordability level. There's very rarely anything in Russian Demontoid for under $500, and these are, but of course, an extra savings today. And then, do you want to see the big ones as well? If anybody wants to see the big ones, remember they're down too. Let's go ahead and take another look close up and show you what the big ones look like in comparison. Already verifying in the $4.99 stud earrings. They're fabulous. And then we're going to be moving along. The heart-shaped ring is still here. So perfect timing of the year for that one. And then we have a lot more to share with you in the way of, well, the Tanzanites. Haven't really been exploring those yet today, but we will. Which measurements? Oh, sounds like we're being punked, Jess. What do you think? I don't know. Did I put up the ruler? Were you guys reading something very different? Well, I'm a college graduate and a smart woman, but let's take a look. Let's see if, again, it's different sizes, right? Different. The question was, I don't think you know how to measure stuff. Okay, well, something like that, right? Well, one side's shorter than the other, and I'm going from one point to the widest point, and this is a ruler, kind of a standard ruler. So, yeah, I would say 7/8. Yep. I think that's perfectly accurate on that side. Like I said, the smaller side is going to be 3/4, and it's 100% accurate. Yep. And again, I could get you a gram weight if you're interested, but I think they're just here to, you know, see if we're really a live show probably, right? So anyway, yeah, the measurements are exactly right. Yeah, exactly right. We can do it in millimeters all day. It's going to be approximately 25 millimeters at the longest point and about 20 millimeters on the other side. We can do that conversion for you without having to measure. So yeah, so $59.99 for the right side Demontoids and $4.99 for the left side. And it sounds like, did that help Scott out there, Jason? Did that help Scott out? Perfect, glad. All right, that's all we were here to do. So if anybody else would like the, again, the larger size, please let me know, and then we'll help you out with those. But yep, that was, that's how we do it. And then this one coming up just moments away. We are about 20 minutes away from that Tanzanite, so that's gonna be, for the record, a 6 carat plus. I do have a pendant though as well. And then we have some of our world famous bezel set hoop earrings, which I do wanna show you while we're on the earring front. This is one that is always, always, always popular. And I want to make sure, because again, prices going up on gold and diamonds, we want to make sure we help you out. This is a really special, special hoop, isn't it? It's going to be the bezel set, so it gives you a whole different look than prong set. It really does. They're still inside out as well. Check that out. Yes? I did not flash a Padparasha today. So what do you think it is that she wants to see? I didn't flash one, but she want a necklace or a ring? Oh, okay. Sure. Holly's looking for Padparashas. I got one. I have not shown it yet, but I will bring it on out for you, Holly. And then we have I'm trying to think what she might have seen. And then Martha, we've got your request coming up. It's the celebration ring. Real quick on these hoops. This won't take long. We're going to do a fabulous value on these designer hoops. It's 111-4315 is your item number here. 4315, our specialty, aren't they? They are really something. They are. They're 101 in diamonds, but they're all bezel set. They're still inside out. They're 3/4 of an inch, which tends to be the more popular size we see overwhelmingly in hoop earrings. The diamonds are fabulous. They're all VS, of course. And we're going to make this super affordable. Martha, your request is next, and it's going to be also one for a lot of you that we'll love. It's our celebration ring. But this is a fabulous way to go. Oh, they have the button release, which is important too. And this one's going to be only $999 for the pair. Of course, you're getting a lot of extra money off that price as well. So keep in mind, they will actually be down to $889.11. And I will pop one on for you as well. So you can see, this is really that wearable way to do bigger earrings, but I mean bigger diamonds. I don't mean a big, like, huge hoop earring that a lot of people are just not comfortable with, especially if it's like your everyday wear. Take a look at what they look like from a distance on the hand. They do have this button that's really important. You're not just pulling them apart, because that can, you know, really change your post over the years, and it can only take once and you can be kind of out of luck on the closure. So we like this button to release it. It's a better option than just pulling them apart. And then to lock it, you don't have to do anything fancy. You push. And it's that inner, it's a lot like the inner mechanism on the bangle that we just had. It's really similar in the way it's designed. So all you do is push it together. We'll go back up close, then give me about 2 seconds to pop one on for you. And then we will give you a look at it on the ear as I'm doing right now. Take a look at that. So that's what they look like from a distance away, just kind of your, okay, we're across the table from each other. You see how they look on. They have, of course, no catching, no nothing, no sharp edges because there are no prongs. That's, again, another beautiful aspect of having bezel sets is that there's nothing to catch on anything. There's not a sharp edge. So they really, and it also, I think the more beneficial part is they make the diamonds look even bigger than they already are. And they're already a substantial size diamond, but they're even bigger in their look thanks to the bezels. We'll go back up close, take another look here at our individual hoop, and then we'll show you the pair because you are getting 2. And they're $8.89 and 11 cents. So huge value there. Martha, great request on this celebration ring. Now, unfortunately, I only have the rose, but let me get in. What I got first was the request from Holly for a Padparassha pendant, and I have a gorgeous one. This is a bit hot pinky for Padparassha. It's listed as such, but I don't, again, I'm really a stickler about this stuff, so forgive me. But it's not what I would call a Padparassha. It is called a Padparassha by most. Anywhere else, you would probably hear that, but it's really a hot pink. It's got very little golden element to it. It doesn't mean it's a bad stone. It just means I like Padparassas to be a little closer to the 50-50. And this is a carat 03, but it's a hot pink sapphire with just a touch of golden color to it. And oh, thank you so much, Risa. I appreciate that. Oh, I'm so glad. Risa just said, thanks to you, I have a large collection of yellow diamonds. Thank you, and thank you, TVON. Well, Risa, all our thanks to you. Thank you so much for the requests and for corresponding with me and letting me know what you think of our jewelry. I love that. But this is our pendant with the chain included, so it's a full necklace. And it's going to be item number 112-3707. Yes, you can keep calling on the hoops. I hope you will. Those are beautiful and they're here. But we have this 103, 39 points. It's still natural sapphire. It's just a really beautiful hot pink. It's 3707. And that's a big bale with a lot of big diamond pave. And that's going to be your 39 points right there. So 103 on the stone, 39 points in the diamonds, platinum all together, box link chain that's adjustable, 18 inches max, adjust it shorter as you wish. And here's what it looks like from a distance. Let me show you. So this one can be seen, and why they made this chain so short at the moment is going to be challenging. There's the back, by the way. And then let me show you the front with the measurement here as well. That's awfully pretty, isn't it? And this one, let's show you the length here. The length from top to bottom will be about, let's see if I can measure now, 7/8. 7/8 yet again of an inch. So beautiful. Maybe it's just going to help to see it on the neckline. That always I find is even easier, just as a gauge. And remember, they have the chain adjusted to the shorter length, so that's why you're going to see some excess there. But that's what it looks like from a distance away. We'll take another close-up look at it. And whether you see the goldens or just the hot pinks, it's a really beautiful sapphire. And that one is going to be, oh, let's blow it out. We'll do that one for $19.99. And then, Martha, your request is coming up next. Got a good one for you. And let us know if you want to see Imperials, if there's any requests really at all. Imperials, I know we have that Paraíba trio coming up as well. That's going to be exceptional. Beautiful, beautiful, bright Paraíbas, all about 1.5 carats. There are 3 of them. They're marked down. Here comes what I have dubbed over the years the celebration ring. And that came to be because it's actually bezel set diamonds and a wide cigar band, and it needs all kinds of help. It needs polishing, is what it needs. And it's rose gold. So Martha, forgive us, it's probably not what you're looking for, but it is available in white or yellow as well. And it's kind of interesting to see the rose. We never see this usually. So it's fabulous. It's 1116960. It's a wider band, but it's really comfortable. And that's kind of the popularity of it over the years, is the fact that it's got so much wearability to it. And by the way, will you let us know, Holly, if there's, I'm still not clear what kind of Padparassha you were looking for. If you want to see one with a little more orange, I'm sure we can find them. I'm not sure about pendants, but in rings, yes. We would probably have a Padparassha or 2 to show you if you want a little more orange. But again, whether you're shopping with me or anyone else, or here or anywhere else, please make sure that if it's Padparassha, it's got some orange to it. I just think there's too many, people call them Padparassas, and they're not usually. You really have to have an orange element. Otherwise, they're not rare, as rare as Padparassas. So keep that in mind, because if nothing else, we want to make you a smart jewelry shopper, whether you shop here or anywhere. But this is 60 points and all bezel set diamonds. They're different sizes, but all quite large. And you see how the band dips down in the middle. It's got a little dip to the middle point there, and then it's actually going to be elevated towards the border. So this is part of what makes it, look at that, from the inside, so very comfortable, is actually that concave way. We do the same with our saddle ring, and it's always talked about as one of the most comfortable out there. Here's what it looks like, and this is mostly a size perspective, not as much about the gold. I think a lot of you are going to choose the white and the yellow, which if they were here, would be already very popular. Know that it's a classic. It's one of those best sellers here. And the best part is it's not even $1,000 to get the band. It's $999. And whether you're wearing it here, here, or here, you've got a really versatile wearable ring. It's still the way to get a lot of VS diamonds and bezel sets. So there's that automatic matching in the look to our diamonds by the yard and the hoop earrings we just had, but also makes it smooth. There's not a sharp edge or a prong on this ring, nothing. It dips down a little bit, so there's nothing, you know how a lot of dome rings would go like this. This does the opposite and goes like this. So it's keeping those diamonds at this level here where there's just nothing, again, no rigid edges at all. Yes?
Can you measure the width of the round end by measuring?
The which one? The heart again? Okay. That would be the third time measuring that ring. Do we need a different type of measurement, like a different, wait, no, I'm happy to do it. I'm just questioning, do we need like a different metric system or something? I'm not sure. Do you want millimeter sizes? It is 7/8 of an inch. Let me make sure. Who is it asking, Joyce? Who is it that's asking about it? Is it someone online? Charlotte? Charlene? I'm not sure. I'm not getting, no, we're not sure. Okay, so this is the ring we've measured a couple of times. Again, the difference about it is it's asymmetric, which just simply means that if you sliced it in half, one side is a different look than the other side. This side is shorter. That's intentional. Okay, it's part of the design element to have it longer on one side and shorter on the other. So I'm holding it straight up so you can see it here. This side from the point to the top part of the lobe here is 7/8. Obviously, this side is shorter. This is about 3/4 here from this point to this highest point. Overall, and again, for reference, I wear a size 5.5. I have a large hand, meaning I've got long fingers, but I have a small finger. So I don't know if that helps at all, but you know, if you wear a 5.5, 6, 7, this is what it's going to look like on you. But it's all tapered in the back. So hopefully that helps. It's a wide ring up front, but it tapers immediately to the sides. So it's full range of movement, very comfortable. It's not my ring size, which is why it's flying around a bit, but I do my best to hold it there and show you what it looks like. So again, overall, widest point to widest point, 7/8 of an inch. Millimeter size, that's really close to about 24 millimeters, 24 to 25. So there's approximately 25 millimeters in an inch, so if you ever want to do that conversion. So let's move on. We've got this ring at $9.99, but of course that turns into $8.89 and 11 cents, right? Is that that's the 11%? Yeah, so much you could do 10% by memory. But here we are at $9.99, and sure enough, that's going to bring it down to $8.89 and 11 cents. So if you'd like to get that one, it's a very popular piece, and I'm sorry we don't have the white and the yellow gold to show you because they're by far the most popular. And then we will bring you, we have tanzanite, we have a pendant and a ring, just one of each to show you. Conch pearl lovers, I've got a conch pearl here, and then Holly, let me know if we can bring any padparashas at all. Happy to do that, see if we can bring anything else in padparasha that's more true. And then we do have, let's see. I just think that we need to show this conch pearl to you as well. So this is really, really important. And that's going to be, take a look at this. This is one of those darker colors, which tend to be, I think you know as collectors, that's the ultimate high level right there. That's going to be 112-6034. That is a elongated of the oval. I know it kind of almost looks like a marquise of sorts. It's not. It's a true oval, but it's more elongated, and then you got your prongs there in the corner. Well, one interesting, they did like a martini setting, which means 3 prongs, and you have that really special look there with the diamonds around it, keeping it classic. It's a 119 conch pearl with 41 points in diamonds set in platinum. We're throwing in the chain. We're giving you a fabulous adjustable chain. It's 18 inches max length. You can shorten it as you like, but it is, let's take a look at it from a distance, because why not? Size, reference, important. This is meant to be worn every day, and these are stones that I think a lot of people want to wear in a pendant because they are a little bit more delicate and precious and super, super, super ultra rare. So you might want to wear it where it's obviously not going to interfere with your daily life at all. Pendants are safe, right? It's a great way to wear softer, more delicate stones are as pendants. So this one right at 5/8 of an inch top to bottom. We'll try it on. Of course, you're adjusting the length of the chain. That chain is going to be a fabulous chain for your entire pendant wardrobe because it's all adjustable. So, and see how it almost from a distance looks red? That is a strong color of conch pearl when you see almost that hot pinky red. I would say out of all the conch pearls I've had, every one of them is collectible, but this is probably the best color we've had individually, and we'll blow it out. That's what we're doing. And if you want to use a Diamonds by the Yard, you may, by the way. The bail is plenty long for that. But we're going to make the $79.99 pendant with chain a lot more affordable, and hopefully everybody got the celebration ring who wants it. That's a beautiful diamond band, great wearable piece, and this one should go. Here's the back. Look at that. So a nice basket setting to keep it level on the neckline. It's not going to do that twist or turn or flop that we don't want. And it's going to be better than $79. Let's make it $2,999. And that will be another over $300 off. So you get that $26.69 is the price tag. Instead, if you'd like to get one of our most affordable conch pearls, that's $26.69.11. So our 11-day event is in day 2. We've got only 1 hour and 7 minutes left in day 2. So I need you to call if you have any requests that we can get to as well. Yes, at the top of the hour, the tanzanite is still slated, but I want to show you the Paraibas. We're going to show you the Paraibas right now. The 3, 1, they're all around 1.5 carats. Let's get to them. This is wild because here's a stone that if anything should be exempt from a discount or a sale, it should be Paraiba. And again, let's hope our wheel will come back to life here for us because it probably needs to show you the beauty of this material. And the glow, the neon, is everything in this amazing gem. So the wheel is no longer operating, but that's going to be okay. I'll move them around for you. That's going to be the pear shape. Here is the oval, and I flashed these earlier, and I think there was a lot of interest, certainly just in seeing the colors, because for a lot of us, it's like, whatever that is, I got to have it. It's just so pretty. I'll never forget the first time I ever saw one. And, you know, having had them for a lot of years since, it's still just one of those that every day, every piece feels fresh and fabulous and unique and beautiful because they're all, look at these. Colors are blues and greens that are just spectacular in every way. It's a pear shape, an oval, or you can have the oval set at a diagonal in this floral design. And this is a lot similar to when I remember in the last big sale event I had, it was a ruby deal. That was what everybody could not believe that I did, which was put up our 3 biggest rubies, and sure enough, had a blowout price, and in a matter of moments, they were gone. This is that stone that is, well, far more rare than even rubies in big sizes. And it's also going to be those ideal blue greens. And you're going to have a choice of where, no, your favorite is not necessarily going to be more money. They're all coming down to the one low price. They may have started all over the map. But let me share something with you. These 3 pieces, none of them were under $18,999. That was the starting point of the 3. So you're going to choose which one is your favorite. Is it the stone shape? Is it the individual color that's speaking to you? Is it the design itself? Whatever it is, you just call. This is the most, I've been offering, I was the first one on TV to sell Paraibas many, many years ago. And they were just, you know, they weren't all gem quality. At the time, it was such a new stone, and it was really just kind of hitting the market. Granted, it was discovered in 1989. So they weren't on TV in 1989. In 1989, we were still researching what it was and what it was that made the stone the color it was. Because at the time, that was the discovery was, we knew about tourmalines. We had tourmalines from all over the world, but that one source in Brazil was producing a tourmaline blue-green that was so ultra neon, nobody understood what made it that way. And Brazil, of course, only gave us teeny tiny little sizes for the most part. Then after a couple years went by, Mozambique, went over to Mozambique, found what was essentially the seamless vein before plate tectonics and before all the continents that we know of today went on the move and did continental drift. We lined up the veins and basically then discovered that there was some material in Mozambique and Nigeria. So that's how that came to be. Luckily, that material was often giving us a little larger sizes, which is where this material comes in because I don't have Brazilian stones that are of these sizes at 1.5 carats plus. So here's what we're going to do. I've got a really special wheel of 3. And again, your choice of, you're just simply going to let me know which one you like. I'm so sorry about our wheel, guys. I am trying. I'm not sure what's going on with it, but it's not happy. So here's what we're going to do, not to mention the paper on the wheel is moving as well, so it's extra challenging. But here we are. I'll walk you through carat weights here. It doesn't need to move to really show off the neon they have, right? They're just outstanding. We've got the pear shape on the left, and that's going to be a carat 47 right here. The oval in the middle set in the bridge with the pink and the white diamonds, that's a carat 44. And then you have the other oval, the carat 32, in the floral design. The smallest price at TVON prior to today was the $18,999. Now they are not. They're not going to be that price. We're going even lower. All you have to do is dial, get your favorite. This is what I would recommend doing. And you tell me if you want the baguettes and the round diamonds. How about diamond weights? Let's walk you through those. You've got 42 points here. Then you've got the oval with the pink and the white. That's going to be 27 points in the pink and 77 in the white. So that's going to get you over a carat in diamonds all together in a bridge. And there is your floral ring. And the floral ring is going to get you big diamond weights. So here's what I got, guys. We got 3 pieces. Let me tell you about these so we can also work on that wheel for you, because these are the most important pieces of the day. And obviously we've been showing demontoids and gorgeous diamond pieces and classics, but this is where you can't get any more. All 3 mined sources are done. They're all done. That is why there's obviously an elevation on the price tags, but it's not just like it's elevated once or twice. It continues to elevate. The prices are getting more and more. We've got a better value than even, I don't even know if you know these carat and a half stones, you know how rare they are, and all these mountings are so specialty to pair up with them. That's important too. It's the way that they're done. It's the way they're set. Take a look at them, and thank you. Never mind. It was working, and the second we go back to them, they're not. Oh goodness. This wheel, who's being punked today? We are. Right? Okay, so here we are. I'm serious. I was checking my peripheral. I was looking at the peripheral. I'm like, I'm talking to you guys. I'm like, hey, they're back. The wheel's back. And then I was like, switch to it and stops. Anyway, yeah, let's just, yeah, there we go. See, guys, we have 2. You tell me something, guys. I'm asking a question to our viewers right now. Do you think we should charge you more to maybe upgrade the technology around here? Or can we deal with the little occasional mishaps and keep the prices low? What do you think, guys? Because I know we're not all fancy and technical. I know that. I know that. I do the camera work. Like, somebody asked me the other day, they've been watching me and known me for like my whole life, and they're like, wait a minute, you do the camera work? Like, you zoom in and out? Like, wait, what? You don't have a camera person? No. We have 3 static cameras, and yeah, no, but this is how we do it, guys. If I have a stage manager and a producer and 8 cameramen, do you think I'm going to be able to charge you the prices as good a value as I can? That's the point. We keep it kind of simple. It's part of how we do this. Yeah, I mean, we could get all fancy, but then it's going to just going to cost you more. Yeah. Just go ahead. I'm sorry. Go ahead. What about it? You know what? I'm done for the day. No, I'm just kidding. We're going to try it on. We're going to try them all on. No extra charge for that either. Hire me a hand mom. No, that would cost you more. We can't do that. Let's do this, guys. 18,000. They're not even. What did you just hand me, Andy? Is that a request I need to show you? Wait, Andy, amuse me. Andy, amuse me. What was I doing wrong? Yeah. Tell me. Just amuse me. Just don't trust the blonde chick. Get a man in here. Get a man in here. Andy will do it. Somebody said that the other day. They said, you know what, I guess they need a man. I'm like, what? Wait, what? No, don't go there. Don't go there. All right, so here we go, guys. Here we go. We've got the pear shape going on the hand first. Don't even go there. Don't go there. $99.99, they're not going to be. This is it, guys. We're going, yeah, just amuse me today, guys. Just amuse me. Here's what we'll do instead of $99.99. Someone said that. And I'm like, ooh. Don't say that. Don't say that. No, we live in 2025 now, okay? So here's what we've got. $99.99, they're not. Here's what I'll do. You know what? Let's just, with the wheel and everything else, let's just give you an extra. I was supposed to do 88 tone. here's what I'm going to do on every one of them, no matter which one you like. This is the pear shape. Jess, that's going to be 18 karat gold, by the way. That's the only one up here that's an 18 karat, just for the record. So the other two are 14. This one's 18. That's the 147. Let's blow it out. This feels like Wonder Woman to me. I don't know, the point, the curve, everything about it. Strong, strong pear shape. Let's go even lower. Nobody's going to care. I just need to move them, and if we make you happy with a better price, even better. Let's make them better than even $88.88. How about $7,999? That way, it's also going to be, you got over $800 coming off that price, so that'll be down to $71.19 and 11 cents. So that's the way you get them, and that flower ring, that floral, has a huge diamond weight around it. This is $139 in diamonds over here. Just in the diamonds. That is so, if that didn't have a Paraiba, I'd pay that price for the flower ring. It is truly that stunning, and I love the angle. And then here's the oval if you want to go pink and white, not just for nails, but also for, like, you know, diamonds and bridge mountings and a lot of gold, rose and white there. Yes, go ahead, Jason, which one do you want to see next? Which oval, or do we have the pear shape? I know we're verifying on the pear. Yes. Middle one, and do you already have it? Let me try it on for you. It sounds like this one's gone. That's $29.79 for you, Jason, and that's going to be a 144. Remember, this is the one that has the 27 points in the pink, and then it has the 77 points in the white diamonds, over a carat, bridge mounting, rose and white stays as is. And Jason, is that one done for good? Not yet, just verifying on that one. All right, and Jess, you're verifying on the pair. And so you're leaving me with the flower ring. As we take another look back up close, we can go there now and look at the flower ring. The flower ring, which you can wear obviously two ways. Here it is. One way on the hand. Take a look at this. Here's the floral ring. That, notice, has that big diamond there too. I love that extra pear shape. That's where you're getting 139 in diamonds and a 132 Paraiba. And that one can be worn this way, or you can flip it around and go this way. So let's go to our top of the hour, because we have that Tanzanite deal coming up. And we did find some Padparassha rings for you, Holly. So is that what she was looking for, rings instead of a pendant? Gotcha. Is she want more orangey? Peachy? Yeah, exactly. So she's a smart cookie. She knows. She says, yeah, Lola's right. Show me what an actual Padparassha is. So I've got some for you. Here we go. Let me check them out. Yes. Yes, yes, and yes. Yes, that's it. And then I've got another one for you. So we've got two for you, Holly. Thank you, thank you. I appreciate that you appreciate what a real true Padparassha is. I will keep the Paraibas. No doubt they're here because, poor thing, our wheel. But take a look. This is the Padparassha, and this is the Padparassha. And if you really want true Padparassha, this is where you need to go. And that's because, well, you're seeing it right here. And that one, I'm going to hope stays right there so you can see it evenly. But it's going to be, first, let's go with 112-43-14. And then we'll get to our Tanzanite right after this. We're on our last hour of the show. What more could possibly be in store today? I have no idea, but we're going to find out together in 55 minutes. And we have got these two. Now, even this one, that's 210. That's a huge sapphire to get, even if it were just a basic pink. And then it has 73 points in rounds and baguettes. Now, the other one is going to be 112-3474, and that's platinum. And that's going to be a carat 56. Now, not as large. But look what it does in the diamonds. It feels like the lotus blossom itself a bit. Do you know the Padparassha name means lotus blossom? It's one of those that's, it would be a great spelling bee word. It would be one of those that, you know, if you're familiar with Sinhalese, it does mean lotus blossom. It's a really beautiful floral that's native to that part of the world in Sri Lanka where these stones come from. So these are Ceylon stones, and so only apropos that they named it that. And Padparassha really is that very specific color. We're seeing it here. And so I like the idea, just that nod to the floral design around the lotus blossom stone. But that's going to have a diamond weight of 77 points. This one is just, I don't know, the cutting on both are really nice, but this one's just elongated, right? It's a little more elongated, which is because it's, you know, giving you the bigger size. And this one being more of like a roval, so it's sparkling very brilliantly. I like that. If you like a little sparkle to your Padparassha, that's a good way to go. And the price, you know what? I'm going to make this easy. There was a $14,999 and there was a $15,999. Let's just ignore both of those prices. Let's go with the 2 carat's going to be a little more, and the 210 is going to be down to, let's just bring it under $10,000. This was the one that was more money, of course, $16,000 originally. We're going to take it a lot lower for you. If you'd like to get the 210, that one's coming down to just, okay, let's make it easy, $5,000. You know what? Skip $59.99. Let's go to $54.99. If you want to go with the smaller of the two, the carat 56, which does, by the way, have a double row of the split shank and diamonds leading up to the floral. That's very special. The cutting is really what's giving me the wow factor here. The cutting is breathtaking. Let's go there and we'll make it $49.99 for the other. So you've got $54.99 on the left, $49.99 on the right. That's a big discount on both, but obviously the $49.99 for that cutting is really superb. I'm going to try that one on the hand first here. Remember, that's going to be still a good size. I mean, it's a carat 56. Pot Parasha's in a carat and a half size, but look at that from a distance on the hand. And again, it's going to be those diamonds on the sides as well. So you have a really tremendous look. Isn't that pretty? The sparkle. There's even a little bit, I love a pod that has a little fleck of lavender to it. You see the pinks, you see the goldens very brightly, very, very true. But then you got that little bit of like a periwinkle coming through as well. So that's $49.99. This one is the 210. That one's going to be only $54.99, and each one going to be your extra 11% off. So there they are together, side by side. This one, you know, maybe the smaller stone, but it's actually got the bigger overall look in the ring. So two great options there, and let us know what your feelings are about those. And that one, again, both in platinum too. So here's our last call on the show. We have about 53 minutes left. I want to go ahead and show you what we've got for our top of the hour. It's our first blue wing, besides the earring studs. It's the first blue wing of the day in a ring. And this is going to be soon to be a day when we say we never have blue wings, because that's what's happening. The quantities are so limited with what is left. So again, reminder, a lot of requests from today are still here if you want to pick up any of them for yourself. And we still have a few pieces from our first 2 hours and 7 minutes available as well if you have questions about them or need to see them again. But let's talk about the tanzanite. And you know, there's something that we do about these sale events where obviously the prices are crashing down to next to nothing. And then your discount happens. You know what I think is more interesting? We're not supposed to do any auctions. I don't want to do one here either, to tell you the truth, because this is just a piece that, well, it's quite simply is $99.99 for item number 1127289. The reds here are fantastic. What I'm really admiring about it is the fact it's one of those livelier cuts. So rounds and square cushions can do similar things. Usually it's the rounds and the trillions only that we rely on if we want sparkle. And again, welcome to our last hour of this wonderful event. It's our #1 event. This started on the 1st of February yesterday. Here we are in day 2. It goes through the 11th of February, okay? So you've got a couple of days to shop the event. This is kind of in coinciding with Tucson. We wanted to put our jewelry up on the wheel at one last call, one great price, drop the prices, give you your biggest discount ever. But also the goal is to move as much jewelry before the brand new arrives. So what's happening is we've got a few days left. This is only day 2, so that's why we have so many requests coming in. It's an important day to shop. Now here's what we have, 647 in a blue wing. Usually it's the rounds and the trillions that are going to give you a lot of sparkle and flash. This one is doing it too. Not every square cushion does, but with that, sometimes the sparkle and the flash somewhat tones down the saturation of color. Not here, not at all. That's why it's museum reserve. And it's supposed to be $99.99 because of all of that. Take a look at it. We'll show you here what it's all about. It's in a bridge. You put 86 points in diamonds that run underneath it. That looks fantastic. 3 rows, side to side. It is really something special. And it is going to be on its way. Look at how bright the reds are. So let's try the item number again, 1127289. It's our 647. It's got 86 points in diamonds. And I know we're excited about this one. First and only ring that I have here today. Gosh, I'm going to miss these stones. I really am. I'm going to miss having museum reserves. I'm going to miss blue wings in general. Obviously, we started with the blue wing Black Days, and then they all sold out. Then we had to dip into the museum reserve collection, the ones that were literally reserved for a museum. And now we're almost done with those. Is there a better, like, something waiting in the wings? No. Is there rough material where we can cut more? No. This is it. This is all. And we are looking at a 647 that's supposed to be $99.99. That's a given. I will make it better. I have to. I have to. We'll try it on. I know it's not centered anymore, but we can't mess with the wheel. The wheel is just not, yeah. So I forgive that it's not centered. It's either going to be not centered and spinning or staying still and centered. It's one or the other. But look how beautiful. It doesn't matter what's on the hand. You just see the glorious nature of the stone. The way that it's vivid and intense within it. It's got the sparkle, but then you're also seeing the diamonds because those diamonds are running all the way underneath. So you get a little glimpse of those showing through the stone. It's impressive. It's not going to be $99.99. It's so much better. Who's ready for a Blue Wing Block D moment? A Museum Reserve best of the best moment. A huge opportunity that is not going to be 99, 89, 79, or anything close to that. And this would probably be, I would imagine, I can't imagine a sale event going forward where we have tanzanites. This is probably, come to think of it, the last sale event that you would actually have the opportunity to own any of these tanzanites. That's a moment to a realization of that's how limited we are now. With what is left, this is not going to last. There is a pendant, by the way. I'll do it right after this, then we'll be done with our tanzanites. Unless there's anything you want to check on and have us go to the vault and see if we've got the specific piece you're thinking about, but this is the way to get your tanzanite. And not many moments left to put these on sale event pricing like you're seeing right now. It's not going to be 79, 69, 59, 49. I know you're probably thinking about the calculation. There's so much to be saved here. Let's get it a home. I just can't say enough about these Blue Wing Block Ds, and I know the Museum Reserves are an extra step up. And you're seeing the reds, and here's the hint. If you're already seeing those on camera in these bright lights, wait till you see it at home. It's not 49. It's going to be skip $39.99 as well. Let's go even lower. Got to move some jewelry, have 45 minutes to do it. And there's a lot of jewelry still hanging out here if you have questions about anything on this Sunday. But it's not going to be 39. Nope, I'm hearing nothing going on that. So obviously that ain't going to work. We're going to make sure it's better and make sure it's lower and get you the fabulous value win. Actually, we do have somebody now, they're talking about it. $3,500. $3,490. You know what? Let's keep going. Let's keep going. I got way too much jewelry sitting here from the show so far. Lots of it gone. Too much of it's here. One piece is too much. If there's one piece here at the end of the show, that's too much. Can't have pieces stay. They got to go. It's not 34. Let's keep on going. 33, 32, 31. This is before your extra savings, which is going to be a lot of extra off of this price when nobody else in the world can buy them. Somebody said, isn't everything exclusive at TVON? No, not everything is. There are certain pieces. What exclusive means is that you're the only one that has it. So I read somebody wrote that, well, why isn't everything exclusive to TVON? Well, not everything is. We're not the only ones that carry blue sapphire. We're not the only one that's carried demontoid or chameleon diamonds. Those are not exclusives to us. Our jewelry and designs may be exclusive, but the gemstones are not. The gemstones that are exclusive are things like fawn diamonds. Nobody else has them. Blue Wing Block D is an exclusive. And the reason it says that is because it is only here. That's what that means. So I know we kind of see that all the time, and you're probably just looking past it and not thinking a thing of it. But if you're wondering what exactly does that mean, it means that we are literally, TVON is the only company in the world, the only store, if you will, we are the only ones that have it. That's what exclusive means. Other people have tanzanite, all kinds of different varieties and qualities of tanzanite. We are the only ones, literally the only ones. I mean, we're the only ones that sell it. You guys have it because you purchased it from us through the years, but we are the only source for it. So that's why it's exclusive to us. Now, some of the museums of the world might get a stone here or there. If you take them here today, they won't. So here's a better chance for you to pick it up. It's not $31.99. That's what exclusive means. You can't buy it anywhere else. Nowhere else. It's only here. We got it all. We worked with the miner, who was the miner at the time, by the way. He was the miner who mined it with his team. He saved it. He kept it under wraps. He kept it a secret. And this is not $3,199. It's not $3,099 either. We're going even lower. Make sure you grab it right now, because here we go. And this is still not your lowest price because you do that at checkout. It's $2,999. And then you're going to get it for $26.69 and 11 cents. And by the way, it needs to be said that on a 6 carat 47, we're looking at one of our best per carat prices ever. And that is the way to score a big deal there. So definitely grab that one if you like it. We got a lot of great jewelry here for you. Let me know if you have any other questions, requests. Ellen and Yvette, we've got them. It almost sounded like I was saying Ellen in Yvette, but it's Ellen and Yvette. We have your requests coming up. Ellen's thinking, do I get a Corvette with it? Is that how this is going to work? Oh, that would be my dream scenario. Jewelry and cars. That would be, yes, sign me up for that. All right, so Ellen, we've got your bracelet coming up. And then Yvette, we've got a tennis bracelet coming up. Diamonds, and more diamonds on the way. Good. I was just handed some more diamond pieces for requests. And again, that's what I would like you to do as well. If there's anything you're thinking about from our entire inventory, now I can't show you anything that's already sold, but if it's here and available, I'm not only showing it, I'm discounting it, and we're giving you an extra 11% off. So let me go on the phone bank and see what's happening out there, out and about, what's happening. Hi, Jason. What are you doing over here? So here's what we've got. I'm going to see what's going on. Let's see. Thank you. Jess over there. Let's see what's going on over here with Andy. Look at how beautiful. You want to see it on the hand one more time? Number 1, 1 and 1, 11. So the 2 ones, it's our number 1 event. It's the number 1 discount. It's the number 1 best value. It's only lasting 11 days. And it's on one of a kinds, except for diamonds, which we have coming up. Let me show, oh, this is the profile. This is another profile. So you see it's actually built as if it's like 3 separate pieces, right? You have the band. Think of it like a big wide diamond cigar band first. And then it's that kind of upper, like that beautiful pedestal. I love to think of it that way because it is, and it's a secure setting. People ask that all the time, but it looks like it's floating. Yes, it does look like that, but it's not floating. It's got a basket. It's got the basket around it, right beneath the girdle of the stone, as we call it. And then it's got the prongs, 4 prongs securely setting it. And then here's how it looks from a distance away. And you can, of course, get the yellow gold or the rose gold if that's what you prefer. But that is down to $26.69. And 11 cents, because again, there's those ones again. It's the one, the themes of the ones. The number 1 place to be for jewelry values. Our number 1 event, our 11% off. It's for 11 days. This wraps up on February 11th. So we're not urgent in the time. You've got a week or so to shop it, but obviously, every day that goes by, we're seeing less and less and less and less jewelry here. So your pieces, your favorites are going to be selling out and sold out. I wouldn't mind if the event ends up not being 11 days. If we go through the inventory, that's fine. We will figure out something else to do. That would be fine too. We just figure it should be about right. So 11 days, we should get through the inventory. And then by February 12th, which is a Wednesday, it's going to be all about brand new. And very excited about that. And then, some Valentine's Day specials as well, all of that. We've got 2 bracelets. There are 2 ways you can do a diamond bracelet here. Well, 3 just today, and I'm going to show them to you lined up. We did have the bangle earlier, which is that heavy gold weight that we were showing, the 77 points. And then we have a little look here at something else in a tennis bracelet. And then we also have what we call the diamonds by the yard bracelet. And these are all 3. These are different ways you can do, like when you say the words diamond bracelet, in the world of jewelry, there are really different options. I was hoping these would all stay. They may not stay exactly where they should, but I want to show you kind of the difference here. We've had this bangle earlier, and now we have a tennis bracelet and a diamonds by the yard coming up, but there are some options here in the way you can do bracelets. So let's show you the tennis bracelet first, and that's going to be in Call Me on the Tansy, and then here's the diamond bezel set. We saw the earrings to match already, and then this is one way to do bezel set diamonds. Then we'll have the diamonds by the yard for you, which is another way to do diamonds in a bracelet. But this, I think, is going to be, not only does it give you a look of bigger diamonds, come on bracelet, you can you know what, let's just wrap it. That way you can see a lot more diamonds all at once here, and we'll kind of layer them up, stack them like a double-decker diamond bus, and you can see how many stones we can check out and how perfectly matched they are. So that's going to be 111, 75, 73. And that's going to be, because we did have the bangle earlier that I'm wearing. This is a true tennis bracelet style in that you have diamonds one side to the other consistently, but it's 266 and they're all bezel set, and it's 7, and if you need a longer length, you can talk to your operators. There'll be a little extra charge because it's more gold and diamonds, but we'll make you, we'll make it custom for you. Still, by the way, I have a tanzanite pendant coming up at the bottom of the hour. So 10 minutes away from that, so don't go anywhere. It's going to be super affordable. But here's our 266, and that's going to be down to $24.99. It was $59.99, just so you know. So that's a really big value because it's going to be $22.24 at checkout if you'd like to get it. So keep that in mind because that's $22.24 and 11 cents. Now, if you want to go a little more, just kind of feels a little more open and airy, but big diamond still, that's going to be $111.4093. This is the bracelet we developed to be the match to the Diamonds by the Yard necklaces. It is a bracelet. It's adjustable, so you'd only have to get one bracelet, and it's going to work for everybody. 7, 7.5, and 8 inches, and you can see that there are huge 13-point diamonds, and it's only one length. And then what you have is this little, it's a lobster claw to make that easier. And then what you see here, that's where it's adjustable. So see how, like our necklaces, it's going to have 3 different O-rings here, 7, 7.5, and 8. And then if you want a little extra length, you can even use that heart-shaped charm, which is meant to drop and dangle, but you can use that as an extra if you want to like a 1/4 inch more to your length here. So I'd say technically it goes up to like 8 1/4, but there's how that looks. And then I'll show that in relation to the tennis bracelet style. So both bezel set diamonds, but different concepts. This one's $24.99 and this one is only $9.99. So that'll end up being $8.89 and 11 cents. So two great ways to go, but this is $22, $24 and 11 cents because it's got, well, a lot of diamonds here. It's about, you know, a little more than double the diamond weight, 266. And then here's where you get a little more space. And then of course you can stack them and wear multiples at a time. And then here, if you missed it earlier, there's the bangle that I'm wearing. That's going to be the 77-point bangle. So this is more of a link style. This is truly like, again, these are what are considered link styles, and that's the bangle. Yes? Sounds good. Thank you, Yvette. Today? Oh my goodness. We have a birthday girl in the house. Not only celebrating a birthday, but really celebrating with a diamond bracelet. Wonderful. Let me show it again up close, and then I do want to wish her a happy birthday personally because that is so lovely. First of all, I'm always so honored when you spend special days with us. I'm with you guys on a lot of holidays and different days like that, and it's always such a nice, nice feeling to have your company of the TVON family on those special days. But when you are celebrating a very special day, to you, that's always even extra special to have you with us and to celebrate in such a grand way with getting a bracelet. Thank you, Yvette. Happy birthday to you. Well, where's she calling from, Jess? Do you know yet? Texas, wonderful. Well, we got one of our future birthday girls, Tracy's in Texas too, and I know she's traveling. She's in Texas now, so she's a birthday up and coming. Yvette, today, enjoy your special day. Enjoy your bracelet. I hope this makes you think of this special day every single day you wear it for many, many years to come. So enjoy it, and thank you so much for spending your day with us. That means a lot. So take a look at this. This is going to be our last call. That's, again, we've got a few on diamonds, so that's good. The quantity is a little bit more varied on the diamond pieces. And then again, if you want the diamonds by the yard, that was originally Ellen's request. Let me show that up close here. It's 1114093, and that's going to be, again, open bezels front and back. So no matter how it flips or turns, you're going to see beautiful diamonds, and that's going to be $9.99. So thank you, Ellen, for your request there. And that's also just such a great look to match with, it's always just tough to display here because, you know, it kind of puddles, but it is $9.99, which is $8.89 and change. And so I'm so glad you made requests, and so glad we had them for you, and glad we could discount them on the way as well. So about 35 minutes remaining. I do have the tanzanite piece. That tanzanite pendant is going to be my probably last of the day. That's coming up in about 6 minutes. And then if you'd like this diamonds by the yard, and I know we had the bezel set earrings earlier. We had, well, the bezel set tennis bracelet. I love that we're showing a lot of bezel diamonds today, right? Bezel hoops. And this is, again, if you're looking at this bangle, let me just show you, just in case you joined us here at the top of the hour, if you thought, well, what happened to that bangle? That bangle was presented earlier, but it's also still here. I just checked. So this is the bangle that's the 77 point, and that's the difference. It's a bangle bracelet, so it's hinged. It's not as, you know, linked and flowing. It's more of a structured bangle, which, again, a lot of people have a favorite, one way or the other. And there it is with the 77 points and the diamonds. And so that's going to be the diamonds burnished, and that was $19.99 or $22.99. So now you've seen all the diamond bracelets we have of the day. There's the tennis bracelet with 266 all the way start to finish. Then we've got the diamonds by the yard, which has that separation of chain link between your diamonds and bezel set stones that are quite large there. That's the most affordable at $9.99. And then we have the true bangle with the burnished diamonds. And she shopped with us before, Jess? Wonderful. Thank you so much. She say how she's celebrating besides jewelry shopping? Oh yeah. After that, who even needs cake? That's the definition of having your cake and eating it too, right? Getting fine jewelry for yourself, getting it on sale, right? With treating yourself, right? Exactly. That's what it's about. That's what it's about. And we as women, I think, need to learn to do more of that, right? More of that. Treat yourself. You deserve it. You earned it, and you're going to love it. The fact that it's here and so affordable and you save so much money. Thank you. Thank you. Here we go. Coming up. So we're in last, 35 minutes. Oh, and by the way, if anybody wants that ruby bracelet, since we're talking bracelets, that's under $10,000. And I'm not sure how, considering the heavy weight of the 18 karat gold, the movement, the diamonds. Let's just show it real quick. Why not? Bracelets are here. We got the pendant coming up in tanzanite in a few minutes. This bracelet, everything and more. It's 112-7240. And that's a special piece, don't you think? It's all princess cut. Yeah, double row princess cut Burma rubies. You know how difficult it is to match rubies like that? So much work. And this goes 7 inches side to side, 88 points in diamonds. They'll be top and bottom. It closes with this really cool insert closure so that the design is consistent. You see it there. When it locks into place, you've got stones and there's no break in the action there, right? There's a little button, so when it's secure, all you have to do is press that little button down, it's gonna release it, and then you've got the 2 figure-8 safeties side by side, on either side rather, so that they're gonna keep that locked and secure, but that's a really special piece. And 18 karat gold, here's what it looks like on, because obviously the size here is so impressive. It's definitely almost like the width of what we would see typically in a cuff, but really beautiful, and of course smooth with those individual channel set. I mean, that's really pretty, isn't it? Are they channel set? No, I mean, yeah, they actually are. I'm checking to make sure there was gold around each one, or with that, yep, they're channel set. 2 rows, love that. That's a pretty piece. And I said it was under 10, I meant it. We're doing a $30,000 bracelet, and again, look how well made and how smooth and seamless that's able to twist and turn. That's, we've all had bracelets that even if you haven't worn it or tried it, rather owned it, you probably tried one on where it was like real pinchy, where it's pinching every time you have it on, or if it's not made with that smooth rolling style, it can be really kind of uncomfortable to wear bracelets like this if they're not made well, and this one is. And so I'll do it for less than 10 and less than even 8,000. I'm going to make it $79.99, and you've got over $800 coming off that price too. That's going to be $71.19 and change. And I'll even come closer. And I know it's sitting like a wall right now, so it's kind of sitting at a very stark angle here, but let me turn it at the proper angle so you can really see how these rubies and diamonds face up. There we have it. So you can see the glow of those rubies. Look at how beautiful and consistent they are all the way through. That is not easy to do. $79.99, it's really $71.19. So you're paying actually only just a bit over $7,000 for what in 18 karat gold anywhere else, that'd be a good deal for the 18 karat gold, just solid as it is, given that it is as wide as it is. So, and speaking to that, let me just go ahead and put it on the hand one more time so I can give you the width of it, because on a piece like this, it is significant. So if we're looking at side to side width there, it's a ½ inch almost. So very important there. So again, it may not be your everyday piece, but when you dress up and wanna look your best and go out in the town, that's how you do it right there. So for first and fabulous caller there, $71.19 is your price tag at checkout. Okay, so coming up, is it almost time? We're close enough. It's tansy time yet again, with this time a pendant, not the ring. We've got, now the good news is, if anybody picked up the ring, and I'm not sure if it's gone, that cushion cut square, it's a match to the pendant you're about to see. And don't forget about the 77-point designer diamond bangle. Don't forget about this beautiful style in ruby. Obviously there's only one. It stays in the 18 karat white gold. I don't want you to miss out on that. Please do not. It is a really tremendous piece. The workmanship is just, I know that we're looking at rubies and diamonds and gold. That's the easier part to talk about, but the intangibles are what's so impressive about this too. Yes, the carat weights are grand, but it's the intangible things like the labor, like the workmanship that went into it, that also are something that costs money, and a lot of money. So it's just really well done. I want to show you this tanzanite pendant coming up because it's my last of the blue wings unless you have a request for me today. This is 112-5568. And it's a match to the ring we brought you a few minutes ago. Here it is. Oh, look, it's a square cushion, and yet the reds are still shining through. 5568 is the number. It's 14 karat white, yellow, or rose gold. Those are going to be your choices. I am thrilled to say that we're not only bringing this to you and a great value, but it is something I have a teeny bit of quantity because there were a couple of stones that were matched here. This was the same thing. This was not available a few months ago. It was actually something that was so in demand, like the earrings we had and the studs earlier today. By the way, if you weren't with me early on, I had $4.99 tanzanite blue wing studs. They didn't have diamonds. They were just the stud round brilliance, but they were fabulous and they were $4.99. Now we're talking square cushion, and the square cushion gives you a lot of similarities to a round, and then you have the diamonds in the bail. But I want to show you real quick. Look fast, because I'm holding it right at the intersection there, but you can see that those diamonds go all the way around. And it's bigger diamonds. If you look, it's actually a hexagon style, bigger diamonds at the corners. So where these bars of diamonds meet, it's a bigger stone, and that's 38 points overall. But this is also a way to maybe perhaps gift somebody blue wing block D if they don't have access to TVON. Remember, that's why it's our exclusive. It is only here with us. And it's not going to be $39.99 either. Better value, very limited. You might think, oh, I have no urgency, no time. I can wait a while because there's more than one. The problem is that there are so few. So few, if I said how few there were, you probably wouldn't even bother dialing in. You're thinking there's no way on a nationwide show that I'm ever going to get in on one. Here's how it looks on the hand from a distance away. I want to give you the measurement, and then we'll show it on. Also, I think really smart the way they did that. They could have added the bail right at the point, and instead they went with one of the more flat edges there. So I think that just makes for a nice longer look. It keeps it more sturdy and centered on the neckline as well. And then here it is from a distance with a just almost 3/4 of an inch top to bottom length. And then we're going to show it on the neckline for you as well. That's what it looks like from a distance away. I know this is awkward on the tweezers here. It's best on a chain. That's where it's designed to be. But you get an idea of what that's going to look like from a distance. So instead, hey, I'm no surprise. You don't love $39.99. We expect better on an event like this one, and you're getting it. So come on in on the early side. It's not going to last. It's not even, well, we can just drop right down to half off and make it $19.99, or instead, white, yellow, rose, go any way you like here. Get a couple if you want to. I mean, while we've got them, that's important as well, because that's going to be, again, super limited, I think 60 seconds, and it's likely going to be out of here and gone. So you've got a very short little time here to get in on these phone lines, but instead of 19, what about $999? And then I'm getting ahead of myself thinking about what that's going to be after the discount. But just so we can make sure that everybody gets one who wants one. This is what's really important, if you are quick, it's not going to be $9.99. Even better to light up these lines. Haven't seen a ton of affordable, and like, again, everyone's got a different definition of what that is, but I think of affordable and fine jewelry as anything under $1,000. This is under $1,000. I'm going to go lower, and we're going to just see what happens. Let's light up these phone lines one more time before I don't see you until Wednesday. Let's do this. Even better than $9.99. I know we're busy. I know it's going to be sold out at that price. I get that. But if I can save you more money, these are the kind of events when I'm really rolling with it. We keep on dropping and keep on dropping. Maybe we can add a few people in who didn't think they were going to get it, or who wouldn't get it at $9.99, because even after the discount, it's still $8.89. What if I take it lower right now on the screen? What if we take it to $888 on the screen before your discount? Oh, what if we go even lower than that? If you haven't dialed, it's time to do so. We're very busy on the phone lines. It's definitely not going to last. And it is, like I've been saying, you could go elsewhere for tanzanite, but the problem is it's not going to match the blue wing block Ds that you have from us already. So if you need a matching color, you go here, and you got to go now, because we're already really busy on the lines. I have 7 people on the phone lines already. This is your time right now. It's not going to be even. $888. This is before your 11%. It's not like there's some stipulation that says if it goes under $1,000, the price on the screen is the price you pay. You're still going to go your extra discount on the way here, and it's not going to be $888. And it's, oh my goodness, I can't believe I'm doing this. We're going to take this all the way down. Come on in. And again, operators, if you'll let me know how many you have, because once they're gone, and there's nothing we can do to make it again, manufacture it again, or bring it back. It's going to be $799, which, you know why that's so cool? Fitting of the event itself, that means you actually only pay $711.11. $711 and 11 cents. And that is the whole theme of this show. And the event is 11. 11, the number ones. It's an 11-day event. It ends on the 11th of February. It is our number one best, most wonderful event, because it's the biggest savings you get. And now we're at $711.11 on a blue wing, beautiful square cushion. A carat 29, by the way, is the minimum. I do have to tell you that is the minimum. So if you get 2 carats, please don't be mad, because we're matching up color here, and it's not like the kind of thing that you just like put a little shovel into a bucket and, have the same amount of stones. They're all individually hand cut. These are all done where, again, the priority is color and the beautiful saturation of the reds. It's not about the carat weight, even though I'm just saying you're getting at least 129. And we're very busy on the phone line, so this is a major moment to take advantage right here and now, as we are already now in the last 25 minutes of the show on our Sunday. So glad you've been with us. If there's anything you want to check on availability, please feel free to do that while you're either picking up your tanzanite pendant, or as you maybe want to take a look at what we have here in the last part of the show. I might do some recaps because we have a few pieces still here. And this one just won to get. That is such, I'm glad we waited because we haven't had a lot under 1,000. I mean, it's tough to do in today's jewelry world. We do our best to bring you values. I would say we are very successful in that, but there's just nothing quite like values like this. This is another level entirely. Again, there are diamonds all the way around. Forgive the way I'm holding it. It just doesn't, see, that's what it does on its own. How about that look though? If you can see that kind of color saturation and reds through the side profile like I'm doing right there, I mean, that may not be the best look at it, but it kind of is. Look at the reds coming through from the back, from the sides, from all the angles. That, my friends, is what neon is about. You want to see, if tanzanite is just giving you lavender, it's not doing what it should do at the best case. What you really want to do is get trichroism. You want not just purple. Ours are more blue than they are purple, hence the name Blue Wing Black D. It is actually more blue, and then it's got to have that interjection of red, which is, again, not something that's added post Mother Nature. This is Mother Nature. It's just one special vein of one special block, none of which are producing anymore, none of which have any hopes of producing any longer, and they're done. And Block C, we already know. There may not be an exact date on when the actual expiration of the mining will be. We don't know. We don't know, and it's going to be mined out officially. We don't know, but we do know some things, and we know that Block C is all that there is actively mining left. There's no venturing into the A, B, or C, or rather the D blocks. Those are all done. Block C is all that's remaining, and Block C just produces a lighter quality. I mean, there's always like, well, maybe there's a vein in the C block that's really good. No, we already know. We know, and they're going so deep in the earth to get everything they can, and that's why it's very much up in the air how much we even have left of it in its entirety. It's likely that within our lifetimes, it's going to be, I would say, very likely done and gone in the next few years. That's what all the experts are saying and predicting. And so it's nice to just know you already have not only tanzanite, but you have the best that it was ever mined, and that's really important. So 71111 is your price tag on that one. We're going to keep on moving because I've got very little time left. I have 22 minutes exactly left with you today. I don't see you until Wednesday. Again, I work Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday nights. But also, I work Saturday and Sunday mornings. So I'm here with you in the evening and in the mornings, and 5 times a week, and so Wednesday through Sunday. And so I don't see you for the next couple of days, but I'll be looking forward to Wednesday when we can continue this event. Of course we will. That's no secret. I like to let you know exactly what's up so you know how much time you have and, can map up those requests. But again, by the time it's, days in and days in and days in, there's going to be less and less material. So I want to make sure you're getting your favorites now because the value is where the value is today. Hand shot again, you got it. Here we go, neck and hand. Here it is one more time on the hand. Then we'll take it on over to the neckline for you, as we will like to do again, always that beautiful, I like how it's like a stop sign, almost. Stop signs are actually octagonal. This is hexagonal, but similar kind of look, and trust me, everyone is gonna stop and stare at that pendant because it is a beautiful color, and go ahead, sure, I'm ready. There it is on the neckline as well, and of course, depending on the chain you put it on, it can be higher or lower. So you're obviously gonna wear it wherever you want. You can wear it 16 inch, 17 inch, 18 inch, 19 inch, 20 inch, yeah. So I don't really go much further than that. So yeah, otherwise it's into the abyss. So here we go. Is that what that's called? But that's 71111. All right, back to the wheel we go, and that's the look at it from a distance. It's everyday wearable. This is not the style. I have plenty of pendants here that are 30 and what do we have, a 39 carat? They're huge. They're gorgeous. Don't get me wrong. I'd love to show them to you, but they're not something you're probably going to put on every day. So I think that if you're looking for that still top quality, but you want something you're wearing every single day, it's this one. And then obviously we can show you the really, really, really big sizes as well if you want to see them. Happy to do that. But there are some big values on, what else? Blue zircon. I did have a bangle bracelet in yellow and white diamonds here if anybody's interested. And we still have the ruby bracelet, by the way. The ruby, the big wide one we just showed you. That's still hanging out here. Maybe this imperial. Oh yeah, I haven't seen a really good imperial today, and here we've been talking Padbarasha a lot, but the truth is a really good imperial topaz will give you the color of a really good Padbarasha, and this one's just all pink. Look at that. That's 112, 6383, and keep calling on the tanzanite pendant. I know we're just really close to sellout, so I like to move on just to try to time it right and make sure we're not putting it on the air while it's sold out. But look at this, but keep calling. This is 112, 6383 on a divine. This is all pure, like really no gold into this, no yellows to it. It's all pink. And this pink material is a 6383. It's a 108 oro preto. Yes, it all comes from that mine because there's only one in the world. So it's called Ouro Preto. It's called the mais fino with the best of the variety. So Ouro Preto is the mine. It's in Minas Gerais, Brazil. It's in normally a golden color. This is the ultimate, and no, there's nothing you do to help it out. It's not like, let's just heat it some more. It's all natural in that color. It came out of the ground in that color. The rough was that color. So this is why it is so rare. And it's also very special. Carat of 9 and diamonds, they go side to side when it's on the hand. I'll show that to you now. And this is going to be one heck of a value on Imperial Topaz, the precious of the topaz. The only source in the world, yes. Which one? The pendant or the ring? Gotcha, okay. And here we go. This one, side to side. You can get any gold you want, but I think with the diamonds going like they do, white gold's probably your best bet as it is. Let's make this one of a kind. Whoa, $69.99 original price on this one, so you should be paying $7,000 and getting a discount. I'm going to take it lower, then you take the same discount. I'll make it $1,999 only. $1,999, you get extra $200 plus off that. Now, this is the, just because we had a lot of people asking, a lot of people said, did you say there was a ring to match the pendant? It was this one. So just so you know, I think this may be gone, but again, check, because this is the ring I was speaking of when I told you that there was a ring in the same shape as the pendant. This is it. This was 112.7289. This was the 647, and that's the 647 square cushion in the bridge and the 86 points in diamonds that run all the way beneath it and under it. So 3 rows, side to side, white, yellow, or rose gold. That was $29.99, but really $26.69 and 11 cents. So you're really only paying $26.69, guys, on that ring. And so that's the ring that I thought would be beautiful with the pendant and vice versa. So if you want the set, great opportunity to do so. Now here again is the Imperial Topaz for $19.99. Such a pretty piece there, don't you think? Especially when it's an extra 200 plus off. And so take advantage of that one. And we have now 17 minutes remaining in our Sunday together. Which would you like to see? Is there a recap we can do? I still have Russian and Montoya earring studs, the big ones. I still have a golden pearl, one of the 2 I showed you. I still have the Padparashas, the Paraibas, the emerald earrings. Those are some of the options of what are still here. The conch pearl pendant that came with a chain. The big Mahenge 3-carat tin. I have, the yellow diamond band. This is the one we started with. Andy, did this sell, and I didn't hear it, 1110-191, or are we still good to go on this ring that started the show off? It's available. It's $9.99, by the way, if you want this band. There's only one, though. There is only one, and that is a 45-point yellow diamond. Yes? Diamond bangle again. Sure. You're talking about the designer one, 77 points? Who is it? Oh, really? You're talking about the 77 point. One more time on the bangle. 77-point bangle. This one's $9.99. It's really $8.89 and 11 cents. Here's the bangle. I think this is the one you're talking about. Had a lot of bangles today, but I think all the rest are sold. The Saturite's gone. Demontoid's gone. Jason, do you have a question for me? Or just sleepy? Okay. Me too. Me too. It's my Friday, so yeah. It's like, oh. And these mornings are early. 77 points. They are early mornings, let me tell you. Peanut's always like, really? Really? This early? Yes, Peanut, we're getting up. But 77 points in the diamonds. Look at that. This is one of those, got to remind you the price is going up next time you see it. So not only are you getting the better price with the discount, you're getting the last chance at the price. So I would really take advantage of it if I were you. Now this one's going to be made for you at this point. What we have in stock is gone, so don't expect to get it on Tuesday. It's going to take a little bit extra time because we're going to make it in your size, meaning average or large, and we're going to make it in your gold color of choice, white, yellow, or rose. But it is the heavy, the hefty, the solid, the mirror finish, the beautiful 7 stone, 11 points each. Hey, like I said earlier, why not? This is all about 11s. It's all about 1s and 11s and 11 days and 11% off and starts on the 1st and ends on the 11th and all that. So I think this is a perfect time to honor this event by getting the 11-point diamonds in your bangle. And it's $19.99 if you want the average, which goes up to a 7.5-inch wrist. And anything larger than that, you get the large for $22.99 and you take your 11% off. So that's what I would recommend doing in a heavy, solid, and yes, again, solid. This is not hollowed out. All that depth of gold is solid, all that same depth and the same width on the front and the back. You know what else that allows you to do is have a truly reversible style. If you want to wear it where it's just gold up front one day, you can. If you want to wear it like most of us do with the diamonds up front, you can. But you could put that on basically the opposite way and still have a great look. That's because it doesn't even taper or narrow in the back. Yes. Look at this. This is the back. Thank you. The yellow diamond band is gone. That's the back of the bangle. So that gives you the opportunity to wear it just like that if you want to. Solid gold one day, diamonds the other day. It doesn't matter. You can do either or, just depending on how you put it on. Now, how do you put it on? Because it looks pretty smooth. Well, smooth hinge in the back. This is the button. You only use that to release it, to open it up. And then, of course, it locks into place. You just have to push it together. It aligns beautifully. It's like a fortress of gold around your wrist. It is truly, it's made, again, I had a lot of feedback on this, and a lot of, I was an integral part of making it for the reason of I knew it was going to be popular, but I knew that I didn't want to cut any corners, and I didn't want to hollow it out, and I didn't want to make it tinny or hollow or thin, and I didn't want to taper it in the back like most bangles do, right? Most bangles, even here, right? They start, even if they're really wide or bigger up front, they typically are going to get real like razor thin in the back. And that's, you know, a logical kind of way to do it because you're trying to conserve on metal costs. Metals are crazy money. We just, again, originally had made it that way, and I wanted to keep coming back to make it better and to make it more, you know, again, durable and the piece that you feel proud of to wear every day, because that's what you should be doing with a piece like this. It's an everyday wearable. It should be that piece you put on and you wear and you live in, and you just, it's part of your uniform, if you will, part of your daily look, your accessorizing head to toe. It goes with everything else. It goes with your diamonds by the yard and your diamond studs and everything, every one of the colored gemstones that you have and wear. It always works. And so I can't say enough about it, but the value is only $17.79 actually for the price tag on the average. And then you're paying certainly a great value. I didn't calculate yet. Let me do that math because $22.99 is a unusual price tag for us. $22.99 with your discount is actually going to come down to $2,046. So it's just a little over $2,000 to get the large size. Most of you are living in the average. That's going to be, of course, down significantly less. That's $17.79 and 11 cents for the average size. And mark my words, you're not going to see a value like that. So might as well get it, or get multiples, or get a new color of gold. If you're already loving it, getting a new color of gold would make sense. Maybe you want to stack them. Honestly, I think I can name off the top of my head 25 or 30 customers that have all three gold colors. And we heard from a couple today who messaged to say, I have all three, and whether you choose to wear them all at once or not, if you pick and choose day by day, either way, it's a really good day to get a stock up so you can stack up, right? Stock up or gift. Valentine's Day is right around the corner. You need this, even if it arrives a little afterwards, for yourself for a gift. This is oftentimes referred to as a love bracelet style. Sometimes it doesn't have diamonds, sometimes it does. Either way, it's usually tens of thousands of dollars, not under two. So this is a great way to get your average size or large size, and again, white, yellow, rose gold. So that was a little recap. Speaking of, let me see if there's anything else I should recap before we go. And we did have the celebration piece. The Paraibas are all here, by the way. The Padbarashas and the Paraibas are all here. That's a bit surprising, given that they were down to $79.99 and then your discount. I do have, there's a beautiful emerald. We haven't seen emeralds today, so I might as well get you a look at an emerald here really quickly. And then if you have any last minute questions, or you need to see something one more time, maybe if you're sitting on the fence, you're not sure whether you should go yes or no, let me just show it to you one more time. If it's here, that's the best way to make the decision, I think. Here's our opal. This is going to be a quick one to go. It's item number 1122046. And that is a fantastic Lightning Ridge black opal. And yes, it is blues and greens primarily. It's got the beautiful big diamonds, huge diamonds, as a matter of fact. North and south are a little larger than the sides. That's going to be our 120 black opal with a carat 08 in diamonds. We've got one only. Let's just make it disappear in a hurry. These one-of-a-kinds, if I'm going to move some more jewelry here before we go, and I hope to, let's make it even easier than this whole, I love this $69.99 piece here, but if it's still $29.99, I think it's iffy. And we got to make the iffy piece a for sure. Let's get it out of here. So I'll make it so low that it's going to go. No question about it. It's not $29, it's not $19, it's not even $1,500. That's how you make it happen. I will make this $13.99 right now. You're going to take your 11% off as well, which is going to save you an extra $140 plus. And then you've got a $7,000 ring coming to your house just the way it is in platinum for $12.45. $12.45 and 11 cents is your price tag, and here it is on the hand. So a really fabulous lightning ridge stone and a carat 20 with massive diamonds around it for $12.45, $1,245.11 on that one. So that'll get 30 seconds. I've got an ruby, or rather an emerald piece coming up for you as well. I'm still looking at that ruby bracelet. That's still hanging out here. Boy, those are some really piercing bright greens, some beautiful bright cobalt blues as well, and all natural through and through on that opal. So it's fantastic. So that one's here. And then also, did that big heart-shaped ring go out the door yet? It didn't. Do we even dare show it again? Probably not. Which pot of Eva you think we like the best? Huh? Yes. I know better. I know better. All right. By the way, here's a pendant I wanted to recap for you as well. Tahitian pearl. Who's got the opal? Jason's looking at the opal. This actually is not a pendant, it's an enhancer. Do you remember this from earlier? I don't think that one's gone yet. So there's the big pearl. Let me show it on the hand for you. It's an enhancer veil, so you can string your chain through it or latch it onto beads or pearls. And it's 1119659. On a Tahitian pearl, it is 12 millimeters, 15 points in diamonds. That's a bow design at the top, and it's got some pave at the bottom. And that's a lot of 14 karat gold. That one's all of $7.99, which takes it certainly lower than that after your 11% off. So keep that all top of mind here as we are about to wrap up our show in 7 minutes. That's going to be $7.11.11. Yep, the $7.11.11 deal. Same price as the Tanzanite pendant, but it's a big pearl and it stays in white gold. But other than that, that's a lot to love there. And 1.5 inches on the neckline. Here it is from the measurement perspective, and this is what it looks like on the neckline as well. So you can see, that's a stately piece. That's not going to disappear. It's a beauty. So we'll go back up close to it and take one last look at $7.99. There's our opal still here too, unless Jason's taking the opal, but I don't think so. So the opal's here, the pendant's here. That's our big Tahitian. So that's a good one there. Look at how it's reflecting. It actually is reflecting the diamonds. And did everyone get a bangle who wants one? The 77 pointer, I just don't want that one sticking around. If you have any questions, we have literally 6.5 minutes. How are we going to do a big value? I've got a yellow diamond bangle. It's kind of been a day of bangles. So let me show you this one just in case that's what you've been waiting for. Look at this. For some of us, we've been waiting a lifetime for a yellow diamond bangle with not just little ones, but big diamonds. 112, 6380. The yellow and white diamond big bangle. This is the only thing bigger than the 77-point bangle here. And it is fantastic. Make decisions. One of a kinds are here. Let's talk 2 carats, plus 97, plus 18. What do you mean? It's got the 2 carats in the yellow diamond centers. There are 3 of them. They're the cushion cuts. Then you're going to have the yellow diamonds here, the halo around the first stone. That's going to be an extra 18 points, and then 97 points in white diamonds. Hinge style bangle, really easy to wear. Pairs up, but you know, I don't think with this one you need to add anything to it. It's really meant to be that standalone piece. And we've got quick blowout here because we have literally 5.5 minutes left in the show. And I know we're going to be busy with requests and whatnot. So again, we're going to be here for a few minutes after we go off the air to continue to help you. Yes. Thank you. The opal ring is gone. We're just waiting on the Tahitian pearl pendant. The opal ring is spoken for. Great value there. Thank you. Here's the gorgeous yellow diamond bangle. I'm going to put it on. It's an average size. It's a hinge style. Let me open it up for you because it's really simple. It's a button style. So you click it. You actually just press it down. It opens up. You pop your wrist right on through, and then you just, that's it. Done, closed, locked, you're good to go. Now you'll fasten the 2 figure-8 safeties, but that's what it looks like from a distance away. How beautiful, isn't it? This is, I think about all the yellow diamonds that I've had that look somewhat like this, that this would be the perfect match to. And it's supposed to be $16,999. Today, it is not. We're going much, much lower for you. And again, the backside is all going to be mirror finished gold. There again is your easy on, easy off. And then just closes by aligning, clicks closed, lock those figure-8s, take a look at it close up, and it's going to be better than $10,000. And this is like having 3 yellow diamond rings. This one should be $4,000, this one should be $25, this one should be $25. That's just like $9,000 right there. It is. It's like $9,000, and then you have all the extra gold and diamonds. That's a great value at $99.99. We're doing better by half. I'll go $49.99. but then you take over $500 extra off. So that will be $44.49, and of course, the 11 cents. So last call on the show. We have literally 4 minutes left. And then again, anything you need to see, that bangle it'll be so gone. We've had so many great bracelets, tennis bracelets, DBTYs. We've had the iconic 77-point burnished diamond bangle. Make sure you grab one of those before the price goes up. That could be as early as today. So don't wait on that one. Then also this bangle, $44.49 at checkout. The Tahitian pearl pendant, I think, is still here. That came down to $711.11. So make sure you take advantage. This sale event will continue through the 11th, but your pieces are getting more limited by the moment. And this diamond bangle with the yellow and white all together, which is over 3 carats in diamonds, is not going to be here forever. As a matter of fact, I don't know if it's going to last 30 more seconds. Let me see if there's anything else we can recap real quick before we go. You know what I think? I think the Paraibas, the amazing Paraibas really should go. You know what? Here's a diamond ring I haven't shown you yet. Real quick. Diamond ring and emerald ring, yes. Do you want the bangle? Oh, Bezel said hoops. Congratulations. Here's a diamond ring and here's an emerald ring, neither of which you've seen yet today. Let's blow out some rings before we go. We know we love our rings. This is your choice. Do you want the emerald butterfly ring with the diamonds on the side or the all diamonds princess cut and baguettes and rounds? Your choice of same price, blow them out. This is going to be either 112-7108. Call me on the yellow and white diamond bangle. It's still here. And this is going to be the item number, as I just gave you, is the emerald piece with the butterfly. Very distinctive, very cute, very also elevated. That one's going to be in the platinum. 112 in the Muzo Mind Colombian 4-match pear-shaped emeralds. This is the diamond ring 112-7162. That's a platinum piece with a carat and a half. Wowza. Carat and a half in diamonds, most of which are the really, really big princess cuts through the middle. These are large rings. Both of them. And we're going to do the same price, and neither is $19.99, neither is $1,500. Just moving some jewelry real quick before we go. We have literally 2 minutes left. 2 minutes, and then we're going to be in the phone bank answering your calls as long as we need to get you what you want, because limited quantities on everything and one of a kinds here. And I'll make them $1,399 while they last. I'll try them each on as well. Keep in mind, you are going to only pay $12.45 and 11 cents. So here's the diamond band. It is substantial in that platinum. Here's the emerald piece, also substantial in the platinum, but the emeralds as well. So diamond rings, a carat and a half. It's $12.45.11. This emerald piece has the diamond pave band beneath it, and that's going to be beneath and beside your butterfly, and each one is $12.45 and 11 cents on the last call in the show. So here we are. One more look at the emeralds close up and the big diamond ring. Again, a carat and a half here. 3 different types of diamonds. Well, they're all white diamonds, but 3 different cuts of diamonds. Princess, baguette, round. All together, those are each $12.45 and 11 cents. Either way, or get both if you can. Both in platinum, stay in platinum. Thank you so much for being with us today. It's been a pleasure as always. And this Sunday, wrapping up here, but of course, we'll be here for a couple minutes after we go off the air. So the phone number is the same. We'll be able to still take your calls and help you place orders and whatnot, answer your questions. And remember, this event goes on through the 11th. It's an 11-day event. So I won't see you guys till Wednesday at 5 o'clock. Remember, all of our evening shows are at 5 o'clock Pacific. And we have another one tonight. If you want to join Daniel, please do, at 5 o'clock Pacific tonight. That's 8 p.m. Eastern. I will see you on Wednesday and Thursday and Friday evenings from that time, 5 to 8 Pacific. And then, of course, I have my flagship morning shows here at 10 a.m. Pacific time. So it's been a thrill of a week. Thank you so much for being with me always. Appreciate you watching and shopping. As always, we all do here at TVON. So I wish you a great rest of your Sunday. Thank you so, so much for joining me. Again, if you have any questions, I know we're really busy on the line. So keep calling. We'll get you all in. Thank you so much. Have a wonderful weekend, what's left of it. And I'm Lauren Blair, and I'll see you on Wednesday.